think I'm on camera now. I hope. That's why I need a producer, y'all. Well, I'm finally here. So thank you for those of you that stuck around. Hoping you guys can hear me. I will not know if you can hear me though, unless somebody indicates in the chat, or I can try to get on my own live stream here and see if I can hear myself. Hold on. Give me a second. Oh, yes. I can hear myself. All right, cool. Sweet. Okay. What's popping, y'all? Credit Solutionist here. FixMyFICONow.com. Hey, John. Hey, Joan. John and Joan. I love it. Thank you guys for your participation in the chat. Starting off, y'all, it said 5 people were waiting, and all of a sudden they dropped off. So they just literally wanted to see my face and then drop off. Y'all, work with me here. Dang. Anyway, hey, Matt. Okay, Credit Solutionist here. We got to get everything out of the way. Okay, look, I was trying to stage and thought I did it right, but I did not. I did not. Okay, all right, got the cup, right? We also have the PX Credit Solutions mug. Hello. That was done by one of my old friends, my old church friends, TJ South. So if you're out there, TJ, love you. Thank you for the merch. All right, now... All right, so I'm going to try to stay on task tonight, and I can talk loud. There's nobody here in my office with me right now. Thank the Lord Jesus. So tonight we're talking about whether or not credit repair is a scam. So I am the owner of PX Credit Solutions, as y'all know, where we help y'all secure your financial future today. Now, I may be changing my website very soon, and it's going to be part of what we're going to discuss tonight. All right, because the government is out to get us. And by us, I mean credit repair companies. Yes, y'all, they are coming for us, and they are coming for the big dogs. And I want to talk to you guys tonight about why that is, what I think is happening, and what you all need to do to really stay ahead of everything that's happening. Now, y'all know it's been a rough week. I'm not even going to get political on y'all, but we know some stuff has been happening, and a lot of people are up in arms, right? They're ready to burn the Capitol down. And I'll probably get, demonetized for saying that. But anyway, is credit repair a scam? Well, it depends on who you ask, and it depends on where you live, right? Everybody knows, or if you don't know, I'm about to tell you. If you live in Georgia and you come to me and try to be a client, I am not going to work with you, because starting a credit repair organization in the state of Georgia is completely illegal. I'm not even going to play with y'all. Okay, if you want to work with me, you have to mosey on over to fixmyficonow.com, click on products, and you need to download something to do it yourself. All right. The only people that can actually run a credit organization in Atlanta, Georgia, or in Georgia in general. I said Atlanta because I know everybody needs help with their credit up in Atlanta. But if you want to get your credit repair done in Georgia, it has to be by a nonprofit. That's something a lot of you didn't even know. So if you have tried to do credit repair with a company in Georgia, don't do it. If they're not a nonprofit, don't do it. Okay. So again, is it a scam? Depends on who you ask, and it depends on how the company is running their organization. Okay. So we're going to cover some of that stuff tonight. Now, we all know that there's a ton of scams out there, right? I would say our government is the biggest culprit of all of the scams in the nation. Whatever, but we talk about it every live. You got credit card skimming. You can't even go and use your debit card safely, right? You could go to 7-Eleven, buy a 99-cent soda, and end up getting your whole paycheck wiped out on Friday, right? ID theft, that's a big thing that's happening right now. I just did a video about kids and credit. And in that, I told y'all, if your parents put your name on your utility bill or on their utility bill, technically it is your utility bill, but if they put your name on their utility bill, that was identity theft. You are a victim of identity theft. Okay. We have debt collection scams. We're going to get into those a little bit. And we have a YouTube scam. Now, there is somebody in this chat right now that was talking to me about one of the YouTube scams that I am about to cover tonight. And it's about our boy, Mike the Credit Game. Now, this is not going to be a smear campaign against Mike the Credit Game, so I want to put that out there. I am not like most YouTubers out there that have been talking crap about him. I want to talk about where I think he went wrong, and I also want to talk about the areas where I think Mike was probably running an okay business. All right? But there's a million scams out there. The list goes on. All right? Now, most of you, if you were on the last live, you're in the tribe, right? We don't have to talk about that too much. You know what I'm saying? Go to the FB group, Facebook group, become part of the tribe. Throw the aliens and the diamonds in the chat. You hear something good, give me a diamond. All right. Throw me a diamond in the chat. Now, tonight I was working on marketing emails. If you have downloaded my free ebook, the 90-Day Rapid Repair mini ebook, you were put into an email list. I just want you guys to know. The reason that you haven't gotten anything is because I have not made a concerted effort to market to you yet. However, that's going to change because I see that my tribe is actually growing. There's people that always come to my lives, and there's people that actually email me on the side and ask me questions. They don't just ask me questions about credit, they ask me questions about life, right? So we're going to talk about that a little bit later because your girl's about to start another channel. And we're going to be talking about life because there's certain things I can't say on this credit channel that I could definitely say on my personal channel. All right. So yeah, we're going to talk about that. I'm excited. Now, as I'm writing these marketing emails, I'm sitting here thinking, okay, I don't want to be scammy, right? Because everybody already thinks that credit repair is a scam, right? If you're in the chat right now, just engage with me, right? If you have ever thought about credit repair being a scam, can you give me like a 1 in the chat, or give me like a dishonest looking emoji? I don't know what looks dishonest in the emojis. A judge, a teacher, I don't know. But let me know. Give me like a 1 if you ever thought that maybe credit repair was a scam. And if you did think it was a scam, tell me why. I want to know why you thought it was a scam. What I'm finding, John, you know what? No, because didn't you say you might actually want to start a credit repair company? If you do, you're actually in a good live stream right now. All right, and I'm really excited because I'm like by myself in my office, and I'm hoping like nobody pops up because I have a neighbor and she may pop up. Okay, anyway, as I'm writing, I'm like, okay, I don't want to come across scammy. I want to keep y'all in the tribe. I want to keep you informed, right? But there are going to be some emails you're going to get, and I'm going to sell you some stuff. It is what it is. You have the option to click the link or not click it, right? I want you to learn because I have so much content to push out to you. But with the government really watching people, it's like, damn, I don't even know if I should stay connected to y'all, right? I should just take your money and never talk to you again. Just raise your credit scores and call it a day. But what I'm noticing is that there's a lot of the blame game going on right now. Whenever something doesn't go people's way or the economy starts to suck, somebody has to be the fall guy. Right now in the credit repair space, credit repair companies are taking the fall big time. They are literally not even trying to take out little organizations, y'all. They are trying to take out the big dogs, and not just the big dogs. They're taking out the big dogs that help us do our jobs. You know how when you sign up with credit repair with our company, if you're in a monthly service, you have access to my software. We call it a CRM. That's what we call it in the credit repair space, but it's a customer relationship manager. You can log in, you can check your scores, you can send me emails, you can send me text messages in there, we can invoice you through there. You can do everything from that. They're taking down one of the biggest companies right now, or at least the government is trying to. So if they do that, do you understand how much that's going to cripple the credit repair industry as a whole? Yes, they're coming for us, y'all. Okay. But back to my point. Whenever the economy sucks, the government will do everything in its power to make it look like it is the people's fault, to make it look like it is some industry's fault. Less of them not being able to manage their own loopholes and being upset because some people have started full-on multi-million-dollar companies based on exploiting those loopholes. And who benefits the most from that? It's not the credit repair company. It's the consumer. It's you. You benefit from those loopholes that we find for you. All right. We're going to get into it. My point here is that I offer a solution. Okay. I'm a solutionist. Y'all get that. This is what credit repair companies do. Think about everybody in your life that wants to sell you something, whether it's your husband, your wife, your pastor, the Walmart, the grocery store. Everybody wants to sell you something, right? And the point is we tap into something inside of you, which is realistically your fear, either your fears or your desires. And most of your desires are based off of your fears. I'm going somewhere with this. Okay. So thank you guys for like humoring me and sticking around. All right. And if I haven't shown your comment yet, stick around because I want to talk to you guys. You know, I get spirited. And I'm almost sure by the end of this live, we're not even going to be talking about credit repair. Especially Matt, if you stay in the house, John, if you stay in the house, reprobata, you just be coming in and then leaving. I'll be looking at you. Kelvin J, sir, you was causing a stir on social media today. Stick around. Play me in the background because I'm coming back to you, Kelvin J. And you'll have to come and meet me on my new channel because over there, we're going to be talking about the real things. All right. The real things that actually matter. So back to credit repair. Depends on where you live, who you talk to. It is a company that I fully support. It's a company that puts food on my table. So no, I do not think credit repair is a scam. The definition of a scam is a dishonest scheme and a fraud. Google it. You'll see it. Credit repair is literally an industry right now that's getting a lot of flack because interest rates are going up, right? As interest rates are going up, who are the people that suffer the most? It's the people with low income, the people with bad credit, the people with less than stellar credit, because we don't want to call it bad. It just has negative, maybe some not so positive marks on it. But y'all, and I don't mean y'all in the chat, because the 11 people that are here right now, y'all ain't got no bad credit. You just here because you like me. But what I'm saying is that the people that are on the lower rungs of society per the Fed's standards, per the government standards, per your administration's standards, y'all are going to suffer the most, right? What can you do to combat high interest? You fix your credit, because the better your credit looks, the more income you make, right? Those two factors will mean that you will get better interest rates, even though they're going up 0.75, as our boy Jerome Powell has said, 75 basis points. As they go up, yes, it might go up, but if your interest rate was already 2.5, that 0.75 is not going to matter that much to you, right? So there's a concerted effort, and I want you to know this, conspiracy or not, there's a concerted effort right now to keep the poor poor. If you're middle class, there is a concerted effort. If you don't make moves right now, moves that they're not going to tell you to make, if you don't make those moves right now, and Matt, you can speak to this, right? You're living the dream, homie. Matt, Mitt by Kimberly, you both know what I'm talking about, right? See, I didn't want to get preachy this early into the stream, y'all. I'm not even on my first page of notes. But what I'm saying is that if you're in an area right now, in a place in your life, in a space where you feel a little uncomfortable about what's going on, you don't know necessarily where you're going to be at this time next year financially, you're their target. You're their target demographic right now because they want these interest rates to scare you. The credit repair industry is single-handedly the only industry that is going to be able to help you through this. Because once all of these interest rates and stuff and inflation and all that shit is done, I monetized this video. hoping that it stays that way. See, my cuss word, we lost a person. Sorry, y'all. Now, what I'm saying is, the credit repair industry is single-handedly going to save every middle, lower middle, and lower class person in this country, because we are giving you the tactics and I shouldn't even say tactics. We're literally giving you the principles that you need to get ahead of this game. All right, so let's go ahead. I'm going on page 2. Something that you don't know about the credit repair company or the credit repair industry. Yes, it is a company or a industry that has low overhead. Because to just start your company, I'm going to be real with y'all. If anybody in this reprobata, if you say that to the wrong person, they will be so offended because they won't even know the origins of what you're saying. And right now, with like the way that just the internet is, hey, Joan, girl, I thought you changed your name. I was like, that has to be Joan. And I got your email, by the way, just so you know. Got you, girl. And trust me, it's an uphill climb. But what you saw today, that's just the beginning. All right. Now, what I was going to say is that to start a company in general, pretty much any company, unless you're buying it off somebody or, it's just like a really high, I guess there's a high profit margin. For credit repair, that's not necessarily the case because you only make as much money. Your money is based on how hard you work, right? So if you don't put a lot of work in, unless your automation and stuff like that is just bomb.com, you got ads running all the time. Hello, Lexington Law. Unless you're somebody like that, you actually have to work. You got to kill what you eat. Is that what they say? Still working on my entrepreneur like lingo. But yeah, you basically kill what you eat or eat what you kill, whatever the hell they say. The men in the chat know what I'm talking about. But to start it, you got to get software. You got to get your LLC. You got to get your bank account, get registered with 411. These are things that you basically have to do no matter what company you have, even if you're cleaning carpets, even if you are cleaning toilets on the weekends. Y'all, your girl's even thinking about starting a cleaning company, right? Because I'm up in the office right now, and the dude, after I rented, I was like, bro, where do we throw the trash? He was like, oh, we don't have trash. I can't even believe I'm telling y'all this. But I see that there's a need for janitorial because I'm like, how do you not throw away the trash? Where do we put the trash, landlord? And he's like, oh, you have to take it with you. He's like, otherwise you have to order the bin and pay for it yourself. Okay. That's Virginia. All right. But that's an expense. Anyway, my point is to start a credit repair company, you don't have to do very much. And what typically happens is, when we first start out, we'll say, okay, we'll take 25 people for free. What you don't know is when you're taking those 25 people for free, typically the person that is starting the credit repair company is doing so, not necessarily knowing the ins and outs of what they're doing. Right? They have not studied the laws yet. They have not done certain things. It's because it is an industry you can jump right into and not have a lot of experience. I would even venture to say teaching is like that, right? And matter of fact, let me break something down for y'all too. I mean, you guys know that a doctor, all they have to do is like get a passing score. What is it, on the MCAT or something? So the person operating on you could literally have been at the bottom of their class, but they still passed. So it's the same thing with credit repair. Sometimes people just barely made it into the industry and now they're going to wing it until they figure it out. Okay. Now there's a reason for this, but y'all, I just be going off on tangents. I'm sorry. But I want you guys to get an insider's view on how the credit repair industry works. It's kind of, has anybody in the chat right now? Because it says there's 17 of you guys here. Let's see if we can get it to 20. Y'all need to share this or like it and participate. Because I think if you participate, YouTube will actually shoot it out to more people and it helps the algorithm. I don't know. Just a rumor I heard in the streets. So how many of you guys, if you are business owners, when you started your business, how many of you felt that you truly knew the ins and outs of your industry? You knew every law. If you were going to get sued tomorrow, you would just know exactly how to fight it. How many of y'all in the chat can honestly say that? Seriously, I want to get a 1 or not an alien, because I know my aliens ain't going to say that. And we're not talking about illegal aliens, y'all. We're talking about aliens because we think on a different level up in this group. All right. That's why I say aliens. So don't be offended. But give me like a 1, give me some indication. Cause I don't think anybody that starts a business starts it knowing every single thing that there is to know. And I'm the first person that's going to tell you that a credit repair organization 9 times out of 10 does not know everything. All right. See, we lost some people when I say aliens. I'm sorry. That's why I'm starting my other channel. All right. So every time there's an economic shift, there is an industry that gets blamed. We talked about that. 2001, the Y2K scare, they blame the computers. For all I know, they probably blame Bill Gates for that, Microsoft. 9/11 attacks. We know who got blamed for that. We know what country got blamed for that. We know what administration got blamed for that. I don't have to elaborate. 2008, they blamed the mortgage lenders. They blamed the loan originators. They blamed everybody for that. Then they blamed the federal government because they bailed everybody out. Somebody had to take the fall for that, but nobody blamed the actual people that knew they couldn't get those loans in the first place. Interesting. Now that there's a whole bunch of, collection accounts coming off of credit reports, now that there's a whole lot of debt collectors that are sitting over there with their pants down because they have not got their profits, now they have to blame an industry. And guess who they're blaming? Credit repair companies. They're making it seem like we literally are the reason. It's not us. It's bad business is what it is. 2020, who do we blame for everything that happened? Well, we blamed a few people. We blamed a couple of countries for we blamed a lot of people. At the end of the day, we ended up blaming the bats, which was messed up. What did the bats ever do to you people? Nothing. So my point here is somebody has to be the fall guy. And because I represent the credit repair industry, I am not going to let that happen. Not tonight, not on my watch, as Jan Van Zant says. Before I continue, I'm going to get into these comments before I get too far behind. Let me see here. Glorious day. Yes, indeed. Kelvin J, you must come when I start my new channel. Please do. You have to come by. Just saw you on Dwayne's live. Hey, thank you for stopping by. Yeah, I haven't met Dwayne, but I mean, I came across his channel. Just happenstance, people in the credit space kind of run in the same circles. So we kind of end up crossing paths on each other's channels. But the guy she's talking about is, oh my gosh, Credit TV. I totally forget Dwayne's thing because I call him Dwayne. Yes, I would say that credit repair, it can be done by scammers. That is absolutely true. The key is to not have enough money for people to steal. You know what? I'm done with you. I've heard of people being charged too much or being given bad advice. Okay, we're going to talk about that. Thank you for that, John. I'm going to leave that up on the screen and we're going to keep going. So here's some points about credit repair. A lot of things you guys don't know, even though it's a very easy company to start. The fact that it is so easy makes it possible for us to make so many mistakes. So going into credit repair, you have to understand we're very brave people because we are literally putting our neck out there. Doesn't matter that we have an LLC, okay? Because most companies don't even have the right insurances to cover themselves. Most credit repair companies that just start don't have errors and omissions insurance. They don't. So they're not even protecting themselves if they make a mistake, right? We're considered a high risk industry. So the fact that we're high risk means a couple of things. It means, number one, banks do not want to deal with us. We have to scour the earth to try to find a bank that will actually house the money that we make from our business, right? The second thing, it's hard to find a merchant. When you swipe your card and somebody, takes your payment, PayPal will not deal with us. Venmo will not deal with us. Stripe will not deal with us. I actually had the company that was housing all of my digital products. They kicked me off of their platform after a year because somebody, I guess, decided to audit and they said, oh, it's credit repair. Get them out of here, right? This is not just an attack on me because I could just put my stuff up on another website. It's an attack on you, the consumer. It's not me, right? But banks and merchants won't deal with us, right? Credit, yeah, we can get credit cards for our companies. That's not a big deal. But we're high risk for one reason. We deal with the people in society that companies don't want to mess with because they're afraid that you, the customer, is always going to be returning. You're always going to be asking for your money back. Even after we do all the work for you, there are clients out there that will actually ask for a refund. They will call their bank or whomever when we charge the card and they will say, no, I want my money back. That's a chargeback. The bank does not want that. The bank doesn't want money coming out. They want money going in because the more money that goes in the bank, the more loans they can make to people, the more they can charge you the high interest rates that they're charging you right now, right? So there's a few things going on here that y'all don't know about. Credit repair is not just this thing that everybody making it is just balling out of control. No. It takes a lot of work to get into this industry. You have to really do your homework. Now, listen, I was able to get a bank account with a very big bank. And I ain't even going to tell on myself because they may have some people watching. But I bank with a very big bank. And to my knowledge, this bank is not supposed to do business with credit repair companies. But you know what? I don't care. I'm going to roll it till the wheels fall off, okay? I have a merchant. So anytime you pay me, goes through a merchant. And this particular merchant is gracious enough to work with credit repair companies because they understand what we actually do. And they understand that we are here for the people. All right. The money that I make is pennies compared to the money that you are going to make from the assets you're able to obtain because of your credit score. You can believe it or not. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I know what I'm saying is true, right? You could pay me $150 today. That $150 is already gone because I got to pay my merchant. Okay. I have to actually pay for the bank account that I have. I have to pay for my software. I have to pay for my insurance. I have to pay for everything. So the $100 and something that you give me every single month, You're helping run the company, bro. You're not helping me buy a house. You're not helping me buy a car. You're just helping the machine keep going so I could keep helping other people. That's the one thing in the credit repair industry a lot of you guys don't know. There are very few companies that make millions of dollars. So is it a scam? No, it is not. It is not a scam. Most people do this out of literally love. I know it sounds stupid, but that's what a lot of people do it for. So we can't teach you on learning platforms. We can't sell to you on certain platforms. We can't even house the money that you pay us unless we're kind of crafty about it, right? So if this is a scam, why the hell is it that we have to work so hard to be above board? You know what I'm saying? I had to go into the bank and actually sit with the banker and explain to him what I do. I had to sit there and justify what I do and why they should open up a bank account for me. I could have literally got up and just been like, F y'all, I'm going to just start a car washing business, or I'm just going to go clean toilets on the weekend and call it Victoria's Janitorial, right? I could have done that, but no. It's a couple of bad apples in this group, you know, that make everybody look bad. That's what it is, because y'all don't know how hard it is to actually get started. Now, the trend here, like I said, the reason that they're scared of us and want everybody to believe it's a scam is because money. The banks don't want to lose money dealing with people. That's what it is. Now, a lot of times I think too, they're shutting down our companies because they want to keep you in debt. That's seriously what it is. So to speak on John's point, when it comes to the charging too much, this is why some people are in hot water right now, because they are actually doing just that. They're either charging people too much, which there is kind of a dollar amount that you can charge up front. Not up front, I shouldn't say that because we can't charge you up front. But if what they're asking you to pay is like over $1,000, I think you should ask questions. And I think no matter how shiny that company looks, I think you should be turning around and going the other way. There's like a baseline monthly charge that a credit repair company should be charging you. And that's about $99 to $150. Now, on the higher scale, which is $150, it depends on what you're getting. Because if they're just sending out a certain type of letter, which is called a template letter, if you get the, I think it's a $14.99 or $9.99 right now, but it's $14.99, I think, on my website, the 90-day rapid repair mini ebook. If you want me to just address those and tailor them a little bit and send them out for you, okay, well, that's $99 a month. Why would you pay me $99 a month plus the credit monitoring fee when you could just go over to the website and get that for $14.99 and just do it yourself? Why would you? That's on you, right? I say when you want me to do stuff like that, I'm just a business of convenience at that point. You just don't want to stop Netflixing. You just don't want to, you don't even want to think about it. You just want to know somebody's doing it on your behalf. Okay, cool. We could do that, but I'm going to charge you $99 for that. You're at least going to cover my software fee. Okay. But is that going to be the super in-depth, like credit repair strategy that I know I could do for you? No, it's not. You're going to have to pay $150 for that. All right. Well, $149. That's what you're going to have to pay. All right. If you're working with me right now, you already know I'm charging you $50 per bureau, per round, but we're hitting them with the hardest shit that we have. All right. It ain't no template letter, baby. It's something else. It's something else. All right. But anyway, back to the whole point and talking about John here. I think there's a concerted effort. You're going to hear me say concerted effort a whole lot because I learn something new every day and I be trying to sound smart. There is a concerted effort to keep y'all in debt. And the more they shut us down, the more you stay in debt. All right. Now, what I find funny is that merchants and banks don't want to deal with us because of refunds, but nobody is checking Target. Nobody's checking Walmart. Nobody's checking any of these companies that have billions of dollars in returns every month. For some reason, they feel the need to come after the little guy. I'm offended by that. In 2020, I think it was Target, Walmart, and Amazon had a combined total of $428 billion of returns. The credit repair industry doesn't even gross that much money. So why are merchants afraid to deal with us? Right? It doesn't make sense to me. So there's something bigger at play here. Much like some of the stuff that's going on right now that everybody's up in arms about on social media. Not going to say specifically what it is, but it's a lot of women that are mad right now. But what they don't understand is that there's something bigger at play here. And it's the same thing with the credit repair situation. Now, there's about 40,300 or so credit repair companies that exist in the United States. Are they all running on the up and up? I would venture to say no. Okay. Now, any good credit repair company pulls in about $10,000 to $20,000 per month. This is a good company, okay? But remember, if this is a company that's able to pull in $10,000 to $20,000 per month, you got to remember they have fees, they have employees, they have insurance, they have all kinds of stuff they have to pay because they're running actual, like, legit businesses. It's like walking into a McDonald's, okay? Now, it's kind of strange to me that there's like 40,000 some odd credit repair companies that only gross 10 to 20,000, but there's like maybe 11,000 Walmarts nationwide that gross, gosh, over 100 billion, I think, every quarter or something like that. And like I said, we're the target, but okay. I was going to do some math for y'all, but I'll bore myself to tears if I do that. And it's really it might upset me. But I just don't see the point of coming after a company that makes $10,000 to $20,000 per month. I understand that that is life-changing money for some people. I understand that. I'm not saying that that $10,000 a month is nothing to sneeze at. Okay, that's like 3 adults in the same household making some good ass money every month. Okay. That's like having 3 IT people. If you could pull in $20,000 a month as household income. Could you imagine what I would do with that if I was making that every single month? Y'all wouldn't even see me. I would already be in my underground bunker. Don't play with me. I would already be there. All right. But I want to talk about the organizations that are leading the charge to shut us down. So I'm going to get back to my outline here, guys. Do you know Google will not allow us to advertise? I'm trying to reiterate for y'all why credit repair is really a labor of love. I'm so tired of people acting like we are crooks out here. We cannot even advertise on Google. Whenever I try to get one of my videos pushed up, which we're going to talk about later because Mike the Credit Game was doing that hardcore. A lot of YouTubers y'all see that get their videos right up at the top. It's not just because of the algorithm. It's because they pay to get their video pushed up. When you see those videos lined up on the right-hand side of your screen, those people pay to get put there. But if I want to put a video out that tells you how to raise your credit score and tells you, hey, just pay before your statement close date. If I want to pay Google $5 a day to push that information up to y'all, they literally tell me no. Google has actually said to me, if you keep asking us to put these ads up here, we gonna disconnect your shit altogether. Try us. Keep playing with us, Credit Solutionists. Keep playing with us and keep trying to push your data out there. We gonna cancel your ass. I'm telling you what I know. This is what they do. Google will not work with credit repair companies. I cannot advertise on Yelp. And it's not me specifically, it's the industry. If you are a credit repair company, they will not allow you to advertise. Scamming where? What are y'all talking about? We are not scammers. It's literally everybody's just psh, psh, psh. So if anybody can push through, it's because it's a legit company. Okay, that's the point I'm trying to make. Google is against us. It's no mistake. And I'm going to keep saying it every live, whether you want to hear it or not. As soon as I got monetized by your views, which thank you for that. But as soon as I got monetized, Google was like, oh, fuck that. Oh, hell no. We got to throttle these videos. We can't be pushing this out here now. Like, wait a minute now. We don't know if fixmyficonow.com is legit. We don't know. So they literally have throttled my videos. I'm not even kidding y'all. Now I do get a check. Don't trip. I got my first check, which was great. But I know it could be higher. So credit repair is highly regulated. We're regulated by the CFPB, which is the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. We are regulated by the FTC, which is the Federal Trade Commission. Y'all know who they are, right? They shut down everybody. If you mess up, they will shut your ass down. All right. So we are highly regulated, believe it or not. If you go over to the FTC website, you will see tons and tons of data on credit repair companies. When somebody is a bad actor, they catch them. Okay. So stop it. We are a highly regulated industry. The reason we're so highly regulated is because our success is based off of the federal government not setting up the proper protocols. We find the loopholes, or we take the law that's right in front of our face, we put it out there, and we say, hey, collector, are you sure about that? Are you sure about the data that you're putting out there? Are you sure? We just want to send this 3 rounds of letters so we can make sure that you're sure. And if they keep telling us that they're sure and it's incorrect, whose fault is that? That's not a scam to me. That is not a scam. If I literally keep saying, are you sure? Are you sure? And the other person keeps saying, yeah, but we know what they're reporting is incorrect, who is the real scammer here? Who is the real scammer? Can somebody tell me? And let me know if I'm yelling into the mic, because I feel like I'm getting too spirited now. But seriously, who's the real scammer? I just need to know, because one complaint, and I know that the FTC will come after my ass. So no, I am not a scammer, right? They're just upset because we have found the loopholes, and they're upset because you are considered a basic bitch. Okay, that's what they think of you. And when I say they, I mean your government. I mean collectors. In some cases, even creditors. They see you as basic. You're just helping them meet the bottom line. So how dare you fight? That's really how it is. That is what this is. How dare you fight? like we started this whole multi-million-dollar company over here. How dare you come over here and act like you know something about something? Go sit down. That's what they think of you. Now, it's not good or bad. Be indifferent about it. Because I think if you remove the emotion from how credit repair actually works and how these companies really see you, if you take the emotion out of it, you'll fight. You'll fight harder. You won't be so scared to work with a credit repair company, right? So that's the point. Credit repair is loopholes. It is using the reporting systems and using the laws, the regulations against the debt collectors, creditors, all that good stuff. That's literally what it is. I am never going to tell you that it's something more than that. It's not. Okay, it's really not. All right, it's really not. Oh, Matt, you're real active up in here tonight. Hold on, I'm going to the comments right now. All right. Reprobata, don't be telling people that. You ain't gotta tell nobody. Yeah, you're so funny. Hey, and how's everything? You probably don't want to tell your business if you're still here, Kim. But just so you guys know, Kimberly is another person, business owner, entrepreneur, is getting into the business side of the credit space, right? And she can tell you it's not always super cut and dry. A lot of it is a waiting game. I'm sure you've experienced that, right, Kimberly? And it's like, okay, you kind of just have to wait on the business side. We talked about that on the last live a little bit, but I don't think you were on that one. Over how many years? Not sure what you're talking about there. Rates be going up. Yep. And they're going to keep going up. And Jerome Powell has promised that. And I guarantee nobody was watching those hearings yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was too busy going on social media, probably just clowning and acting a fool. But nobody was sitting there listening to Jerome Powell literally like block every question at that hearing yesterday. Did y'all hear that? Like he literally sat there, and every time somebody asked him a question, like a straight up question, he was like, that's not my wheelhouse. I'm sorry. You got to go to your politicians. Now, I like that answer that he gave because he's telling the truth. It's like, yeah, you got to go back to your politicians. You got to ask them, you want to know about gas prices? Hey, you better ask your president. As a matter of fact, I'm going to talk about that. Then I'm going to go to the next page in my outline here. But you know how they're blaming that certain country for gas prices going up? Don't you find it strange that when gas prices were low, they didn't give that country credit for that? So if they're in control of the gas prices and the oil prices, why is it that they didn't get credit when gas was low? But all of a sudden they get credit and we have to hate them because the gas prices are going up? That don't make sense. And I actually think Jerome even made that point, or somebody was talking yesterday and they made that point. They were like, wait, we're giving credit to them for raising the rate and now we hate them, but we didn't love them when the gas was going down. So that's how you know that this country is not responsible for the inflation of the gas prices. You know that they're not responsible for that. Because if they were, you got to give them credit when it goes up and when it goes down. Simple stuff. Nobody cares about that though, but they want to believe what they're being told about why the gas is going up. Okay, cool. Anyway. Okay. I think we might get to the bottom pretty quick here. Eat what you kill. Thank you, John. I could mess up a quote, so y'all already know how that goes. No, listen. Okay, reprobata. No trash. I was sitting here like, what the hell? Because that totally offended my Los Angeles sensibilities. I was like, how dare y'all not have trash service here? Like, I'm still butthurt about that. Because when I was here, when I, built my desk and did all this stuff, I had boxes. And I took all my boxes, all my styrofoam and everything, and I threw it in the first trash bin that I saw outside. And the next day, I told the landlord, I was like, hey, I had all this furniture and stuff and all the boxes, and I put them over there. And he's like, well, those aren't our trash bins. Those belong to the doctors. Because there's a doctor's office right over here. And he's like, those belong to the doctors. You probably shouldn't have thrown them in there. I said, well, that's just too bad. I said, they know where to find me. My business address is on there. They can come and knock on the door. How about that? But he straight up told me no trash service at this business office. So what he does is he will take, he'll empty out like all the trash bins. They're little waste baskets. It's a business. It's not big ass like trash cans. But he'll take all the trash, he'll collect it. And then he said he will take it home. He takes the trash home, y'all. So I was like, okay, look, nah, I'm gonna pay for a trash bin, bro. But the rent here is dirt cheap. I pay way under market for this office for sure. So if you don't have trash, cool. I'm not going to complain. Okay. I'm not going to complain. Fake it till you make it. I guess you're talking about the credit stuff. Old joke. What do they call the person who comes in last in medical? Exactly. John, you win all the awards tonight. You getting all the diamonds and all the aliens tonight because you get it. You get it. That's what I'm talking about right there. It's like, okay, if I pass my driving test, like just barely, I'm still getting a license, right? It goes all the way back to high school. I'm going to break down my high school career in another video because y'all, it was stupid. I was one of those kids that graduated with way more credits than I was supposed to have, but I knew that was the school district's attempt to just keep bodies in the chairs. I knew I was getting played way back when I was 16, 17, 18. I should have been out of high school early. But they're like, no. We got to stretch out your classes over the year, No, seniors are only supposed to take literally 2 or 3 classes the whole year. This is California. Now, I don't know how it works in other states, but government econ, that's all you got to take in California your senior year and you're done. Why the hell did I have to go to school my whole senior year? Didn't make sense. At any rate, didn't matter. You could graduate with like a 70%. Because at my school, you couldn't get D's. But yeah, doctor. Now, the funny thing is, if your surgeon, if you knew that person came in last in their class, you wouldn't want to work with them, which is so crazy. But half of these politicians that we listen to probably graduated at the bottom of their class or their parents paid, kind of like that scandal. What was it, USC or UCLA, where all the celebrities paid to get their kids in college or paid to get them to pass or something they did. Those kids are idiots, but you would never know. They got the degrees. Laws and regs. I almost did a credit repair program, but then I talked to you and, oh, that's right. And are you still doing that thing that you were doing? Because I think, honestly, now that collections are about to go up because they want to get all their money at these collection companies, I think you're going to be serving a lot of papers, sir. Just so y'all know, reprobata, you see him coming, run, because he's about to serve your ass. So it's okay if I blew up your spot. Nobody knows who you are. All right. New rules. Yes, we know everything. Where we at? I'm offended by how. Yes, me too. Yo, if you were on social media at all today, like, okay, Mid by Kim, if you're still here, Mid by Kim was tearing it up on Facebook today. And so was Kelvin J. Y'all was over there just starting fires everywhere. And I was just watching the dumpster fires. because so many people are so offended by what has transpired today, or this week, I should say. It wasn't today, but people are so dumb. Ugh. Indiana is easy and not whole relationship. It's not. Yeah, the thing is, interestingly enough, let's get back to credit repair. Like I said, starting a credit repair business in any state is not hard, except for Atlanta. Like I said, you do not do it in Atlanta unless you want to, or Georgia, unless you want to end up under the jail. Isn't it funny? I keep saying Atlanta like Atlanta is the actual state. Anyway, Georgia. Okay. Don't do nothing in Georgia. Just don't. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Okay. But as far as starting the credit repair business in any given state, it is easy. Now it's up to you how you want to do things. Like, okay, if you're bonded, you have to kind of think of it this way. If I live in Virginia now, the bond that I have to get is only $50,000. Okay. So that's like, it would be $5,000 at the most, but it's based on your credit. So I know that mine would be very low as far as what I would have to actually pay to get my bond started. But if you're in the state of California, and if I'm in Virginia and I know I'm going to do business with California clients, California requires that you have a minimum bond for $150,000. So if I have my company here, I know for sure in my head, okay, I need to at least have a bond that is $150,000. I know that, but that's easy. That's not hard. Okay. So most states require that you register with the state. California has a couple of extra stipulations that are not required here in Virginia. But I had to get cleared by the Department of Justice in California. I had to, insurance, like I said, is not really a thing. That's more just for the LLC itself. It's not for the actual credit repair company. It's for the umbrella company, right? Now, as far as, what else would there be? Like I said, you could get E&O. It's not a requirement to start a credit repair company, but you should get it because a lot of errors can happen, right? Mostly in whatever it is that we're communicating to you. It's not an error in your credit repair process. It's not that. It's more errors between the company and the client. I know I'm not explaining this that well, but I'm thinking of it like a person that's already in the industry. So what else? So yeah, Secretary of State, get your bond. Obviously register your business, with any proper channels. That's really it. You have to have the proper contract because the Secretary of State pretty much regulates what your contract should say. So this is why I'm telling y'all, it's not a scam. It's more or less like this. If we get cleared by the state, we've gone through a rigorous, test. We've had to show them, okay, I can draft a contract. I have all of the disclosures and disclaimers. I have every bit of verbiage that I have to have in this thing legally. All right. What we can and can't do, I'm going to tell y'all that a little bit later as well. Well, we're going to keep going, but it is a bit of a strenuous process because your average person is used to filling out an application for a job and getting the job. And you do a background check and that's about it. Maybe you fill out some paperwork for health insurance, but it's literally just your name, address, social security number, name, address, social security number, beneficiary, da, 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 da. When you start a business, is different. You have to actually go study and figure out what documentation you actually need to get it set up properly. Because if you get caught slipping, you're going to be messed up. You're going to have to call Larry H. Parker or whoever does defense for credit repair companies, right? So there's a lot you have to do. You can't just write up a contract and say, I'm going to send out letters, you pay me. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. The FTC literally states that you have to have certain verbiage in your contract. All right, beat a dead horse. Moving on. So I feel like the reason they're coming after our industry is because there's too much to gain by you guys winning. I win by proxy, obviously, because I'm getting paid. But you win far more than I do. I am going to say it again. The pennies that you pay me, if you give me $100 and something a month and you end up getting a $500,000 house because of your credit score and because, you're able to get a low interest rate and stuff like that, which one of us is really winning? Because it sounds like you the one that's winning because you get to go kick your feet up. I still got to repair credit. right? I still got to advertise. I still got to jump on a live at 10:42 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I still got to hustle and work. And I hate the word hustle. I don't hustle. I got to work. But you came to me for 2, 3, 4 months, whatever it was, and you got your dream. You're done. You're like Matt living the dream over there with a farm and a house and a wife and kids and all kind of cool stuff. And I'm still over here working. So really, who's winning? It's you. So when they shut down these companies, it's not about us. It's not about the owner. It's about you. They trying to hold you back. It's not me, because I can start another company tomorrow. This is not about us, the owners. Sometimes it is, but for the most part, it's not. It's not about us. There's something else that's bigger at play here. Okay. So I'm hoping I'm bringing like a different perspective so y'all can understand. Matt, what are you doing? Why are you trying to start fights? I feel like it's a mixed bag that comes into my channel and watches me. See, as soon as we put that on the screen, we lost a person. Matt, stop cutting up. Yes, because we're in the matrix. Only Joan understands right now. Credit unions. Not sure what the context is of that, because, I just be running my mouth. But if you could clarify, that'd be great. He white. If I'm not mistaken, you are in Virginia. Yes, John Smith. If you didn't hear me say it a second ago, yes, I'm in Virginia. I am in the Commonwealth. Not only that, but banks benefit from you fixing credit. Now the banks will have more customers. Yes and no. Yes and no. Because it depends on what bank you're talking about. Because if your credit is stellar, I would not recommend that you go do business with Bank of America. I would not recommend you go do business with Chase. I would recommend that you do business with smaller banks in your jurisdiction. I would not be messing with bigger banks after the credit gets fixed. So the bankers that actually have a dog in this whole fight, they honestly don't want to see us succeed. Yeah. They kind of don't. They kind of don't want the customer to succeed. They would rather actually have the customer pay more in interest. So no, they don't want us fixing credit realistically, because they could loan to you guys regardless. It's up to them. It's like if you're sitting there and the person wants to let your paperwork slide through, they totally can. But bigger banks don't do that kind of stuff. It's the smaller ones. Is actually in this industry, we hire when it comes to foreigners, we hire out of the Philippines. That's actually what most companies do now. They just don't tell you guys. But listen to your customer service reps when you're talking to them. 9 times out of 10, it's a person that is in the Philippines, and it's a very distinct accent. A lot of people think it's India. Some companies have outsourced to them. What is that one place in India? Oh, I forget the name of it, but anyway, it's in India. So it's either there or the Philippines is where everybody's outsourcing to right now. More small businesses go to the Philippines, though. It costs more to have it. Yeah. It does. Raleigh, North Carolina, right down the street. Hey. Because I'm in Central Virginia, so North Carolina is not too far away from me. You're actually a hop, skip, and a jump away. All right, I think I'm at the bottom now. Sweet. All right, I can keep going. All right, is it worth stealing the identity of a person with bad credit? Just asking. Possibly. Because let's say you steal the profile or the credit of a person that has bad credit, but everything is about to fall off. If everything is about to fall off, you're about to get a clean slate. So it's a gamble. So see, I see it from both angles. So it could go either way, right? If you're on the 6th year and at 7 years, everything falls off, stealing your credit profile could be beneficial for somebody, right? Which places? Oh man, he might be from one of them places. I don't know. Oh, let me get that off the screen. All right. So real quick, because I see I'm losing some of y'all, but what does a credit repair organization do? I'm about to break it down real quick. We basically just mail or perform a service in exchange for money. We are document preparers, just so you understand exactly what it is that we do. Yes, we dispute, but at the core of what we do, it's document preparation. That is why a lot of companies are able to get away with what they get away with. If you work with me right now the way that my contract is worded is that I am doing document preparation for you. I am not repairing your credit. That's a desired outcome. It's a possible outcome, but I cannot literally tell you that I will fix your credit. I cannot say that in my contract in writing. This is another thing that you guys are not aware of. For that contract to get approved by my state, it cannot guarantee you anything, right? So the actions we take result in the credit repair. Okay. But I cannot tell you that I'm going to absolutely improve your credit. Now, you and I both know that that is what is going to happen. We know that. Okay. But that's a loophole. We know that's the effect, but we can't say it and we cannot guarantee it. Right. You're coming to us with the intention of that. Yes. Right. Just like you go into surgery, there is no guarantee. The doctor cannot guarantee you that they're going to be able to scrape out all the bad stuff. They can't guarantee you if you get the big C word, not the COVID word, but the CANCER. If you get that, they can't guarantee you that they're going to take it all out. They can't do that. Right. They can guarantee you that they're going to give it the old college try. And that's with any company. Okay. Credit repair is highly regulated to the point that that is what we have to do. Okay. So if I put it on the screen right now, this is literally, well, it's a lot of legalese, so it's going to bore y'all to tears. But in a nutshell, I'll read it. It says the term credit repair organization. This is what a credit repair organization is. It means any person who uses any instrumentality of interstate commerce or the mails to sell, provide, or perform or represent that such person can or will sell, provide, or perform any service in return for the payment of money or other valuable consideration for the express or implied purpose of improving any consumer's credit record, credit history, credit rating, or providing advice or assistance to any consumer with regard to any activity or service described in Clause I. Clause I is what I just read to you. Legalese, I probably lost a half of y'all because of what I just said, but it's basically just saying I send out the documentation. Hopefully it improves your credit. That's it. That's it. Okay. Now there's another set of rules that I have to abide by and the collectors have to abide by called the FDCPA, the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act. Now, this basically governs debt collection practices and it tells them that they can only collect debt from you in a certain fashion. They can only communicate with you in a certain fashion. My job is to catch them slipping. That's my job. I have over 100 videos on this channel that explain to you how to catch them slipping. Right? The information's right out there. You can literally write them a letter and say, you slipping. And that's considered a dispute. But half the people in the world do not want to write them a letter and just say, you slipping. Because you don't even know how they slipping. Right? But that's essentially what you could do. You can literally write to a collection agency and say, you slipping. What is this? And that's considered a dispute. Now, what you have to do, though, is you have to be very specific in what you're saying to them as far as what it is that you're disputing. What did they do wrong, right? There's a crafty way to do it. Some people say, in the credit repair industry, some people say be detailed about it. Some people say you shouldn't be detailed about it. I say you should because it could end up in a lawsuit. If it's in a lawsuit, you want to make sure that your dispute letters say the right thing. This is why you hire a credit repair company, because you're not going to read the FDCPA. You're not going to read the FCRA. You're not going to read this stuff. That is why these companies exist. You hire an attorney because you are not going to go into the court pro se and represent yourself. You're not going to do it, right? So that is why, let me get my branding. So that is why you hire a company like mine. So to say it's a scam, bullcrap. Then you're saying lawyers are a scam. Right? You don't want to protect yourself, so you call the police. You saying the police are a scam? Seriously? You don't want to walk from your home to your job, but your car gets you there. Is your car a scam? No. So that's what I'm saying. We're a vehicle to get you where you want to get. That's all it is. That is what we do. So let's go back. Collection agencies. I don't even know if I want to cover all this. It's just going to be a lot. I need to put this into another live. It's too much. So I'm gonna talk about some things that we can do and some things that we can't do. So I'm not allowed to misrepresent what is in your credit profile. I cannot write to a collection agency and say, this is not my debt. I can't do that for you. What I can say is, I'm not going to confirm whether or not you have reached the right person until I get some data from you, because you assume you got the right person, but I need you to show me how it is that you know you have the right person. That is what a credit repair company does for you. We basically put the burden of proof is on the collection agency, because they're the ones that want your money. So I am allowed to represent you in the sense that I say, hey, who are you? What is it that you want from me? That's what I ask the collection agency. Now, what I'm not allowed to do is misrepresent. Like I said, I can't say it's not yours. I can't say that I never did business with this creditor. I can't say that, right? I have to be very, very specific about what I say to them. Now, here's an example. If your name is listed incorrectly on your credit report, well, if the name is incorrect, in theory, how do we know that every report that's attached to that incorrect name that's on your credit report is the right person? Because they're saying it's you, but if that's not your name and that account is attached to the not your name, how do we know that's right? Because they made such a big error by getting your name wrong. Because if they have all your data, and if we're talking about a collection agency. If the collection agency has all your data, then why do they have your name wrong? Right? Like, if this is legit, why don't you have the right name? You know? So, working with somebody right now with that. And that's really the first place that we start. We start with your identity information, because you got to make sure that they're talking to the right person. You have to make sure they're communicating with the right person to begin with. These are basic. These are fundamentals to credit repair. Now, it sounds easy on the surface, because it kind of is, to be honest. And I think that's why a lot of people think credit repair is a scam, because when we actually explain what we do, you kind of say to yourself, well, damn, that's easy. This is a scam. No, it's not. It's just that I'm doing something that you don't want to do. That's all. That's all it is. So, like I said, if a creditor misrepresents your information, they're in violation of the FDCPA, okay? Because they're misrepresenting your identity. That is not legal. You don't understand how serious it is for your name to be incorrect, or for the day that you went into collections to be incorrect, or for how many times you were 30 days late to be incorrect. Those are gross, very, very, very gross misuses of their power on the collection agency side. You don't understand how big that is. So let me just break it down, because I don't think you guys understand, like, when it gets to the level of a court case with this stuff, it could be a big deal. Because here's the thing. It's not just that you're going to get, punitive damages. You can get compensatory. It could be either one, okay? Because if your information is incorrect on your credit report, let's say they're reporting a collection that is not yours. It's debt parking. Some collector just put it onto your credit report, didn't even confirm that it's you. If that collection leads to you getting a denial for housing, that's pain and suffering right there. That is literally a company that may or may not be intentionally trying to keep you in a certain neighborhood. That could be them intentionally trying to help you stay down. They don't want you to go up. They don't want you in that high-rise apartment, right? It could be construed that way. These are things that you guys don't think about. So it's a big deal. If you get denied because of a negative mark on your credit report, and it turns out that item that is leading to the denial, if that item has errors on it, y'all, that's a misrepresentation of who you are. That could cost you. So you mean to tell me I could literally get denied a house, or I could get denied a job, or I could get denied insurance because of an item on my credit report that's not even really mine, or isn't even reporting accurately? That can make or break whether or not you get an asset. So this is where the pain and suffering comes in. It's deeper than just, oh, I have collections on my credit report. Okay, cool. But are those collections reporting accurately? Right? Because if they're not, they got to go. That's what the law says. The law does not say that it has to be 99% accurate. The law says it has to be 100% accurate or it has to be deleted. That's it. That's it. Let me not say that's it. If they fix it, they can reinstate it or reinsert is what they call it. However, if they do not notify you that they're going to reinsert it, that's another violation, because that right there is an underhanded practice. All right. I hope this is making sense. I probably need to make a class out of this because at the end of the day, y'all don't understand. This is why credit repair companies exist, because, and it could just be because I'm a woman. You know, women, we be thinking of all kind of ways to catch somebody up. But I could think of a million ways to catch up a collector and to say, yeah, you're trying to abuse my client right now. But I'm not a lawyer, so I can't go that far. The lawyer is the one that does that. My job is almost like a paralegal, where I'm collecting the data. I'm sending out the information. I'm sending out the queries, the questions to the collection agencies and saying, hey, are you sure before we move to the next round in 30 or 45 days, LVNV collection agency, you know, Midland Funding. Y'all know some of these names. You ain't got to put a one in the chat if you know. I know y'all know Midland Funding. I know y'all know these people, LVNV. I know you know them. But the question is, okay, is it reporting accurately? So you could get damages. Like I said, if you don't get housing because of the denials, if you don't get a job because of the information that's reporting and it's an error, that's a problem, because now they're affecting your livelihood. This is why I said telling a credit repair company they cannot exist is literally removing a line of defense that you have, because half of the stuff I said right now, y'all didn't even know it was that deep. I know you didn't, because the reason I know your average consumer doesn't know that it's this deep is because you guys don't fight. It's because you don't fight. You sit there and you wait. And this is not a diss to anybody, because I did it too. I already told y'all in one of my videos from when I first started my channel, I sat in my 20s and waited 7 years for shit to fall off of my, damn, they're going to transcribe this and say that shit, I shouldn't have said the S word. So, okay. So I waited for 7 years for stuff to fall off my credit report like a doofus. Like a doofus. I set myself back 10 years. That's why I had to start a business, because I was like, oh shit, I gotta catch up. I gotta make money. Damn. Because I waited. Because I didn't know how illegal the practices were that they were participating in. So if you don't qualify for car insurance, I'm going to break it down, because y'all know I get deep. So let's say you got that collection account. This is how deeply it could affect your life. And this is going to sound so stupid to y'all, but in a court of law, this could work. I'm not a lawyer, by the way. And this is not legal advice. I'm just throwing out a scenario so you can understand how one negative mark can turn into a catastrophe for somebody. Listen up. I'm going to definitely put this in a course. Let's say you try to get car insurance. I even typed this out because I was just so proud of myself. So you get car insurance, or you try to get car insurance, and they deny you because of something on your credit report, right? What's the outcome? Here's the outcome. You can't get car insurance. You can't insure that beautiful vehicle that you just bought. All right. You can't legally drive your car now. What happens if you can't drive your car? You are probably not going to be able to get to work. Right? If you can't get to work, that's going to immediately affect your livelihood, which affects you on a financial level. All because one or two collections that you did not get validated showed up on your credit report. So now you can't get insurance. You can't drive your beautiful car, right? You can't get to work. Here's another outcome. That's damages. Just so y'all know, that is how you can win a court case and get damages. These denials that y'all get, some of them are kind of deep. I'm not going to front. Some of them are deep. Okay. I know I'm dropping diamonds right now. And I only have like one or two people that even know when you hear something, you drop a diamond. But do you see how deep it gets? It's not a joke. Oh my God. Anyway, I'm going to stick with this car insurance example. Let's say you can't get that insurance. You can't get that car. Your child gets sick at school. You cannot even drive to the school because you ain't got no car, because you can't get the car registered, because you don't have insurance, because you got denied because of the negative mark on your credit report. These are the cases that get won in court. If you get to the point that you take the collection agency to court, this is how you get damages. This is how you get punitive, compensatory damages. This is how it happens, because it's not just the negative mark that, oh, I can't get a credit card. Oh, poor me. No, it's when it's the lifestyle stuff. It's when it's the what would you call them? These are necessities. If you can't get housing in a certain area, okay, now your kid can't go to school in a certain school district because of an error on your credit report. An error that may or may not, or a collection that may or may not be accurate. If that collection is reporting inaccurately and you were denied housing, so now your kid has to go to school in the hood across town because that's all you could afford and get approved for, where all the collection agency had to do was correct it or delete it, now your whole lifestyle has been skewed and changed because of a negative item. So don't play with me and tell me that what I do is a fucking scam. It's not. What the collection agency is doing to you is a scam. That's what it is. So like I said, my company and companies like mine exist to be that buffer. So your lifestyle doesn't go from what it is right now to something even less, right? Because the more that these interest rates change, hold on, y'all. God, I keep forgetting about the branding, you know? So that's what I'm saying. So I got to break these scenarios down because y'all do not understand how deep this is. Okay? You want to talk about health? You want to talk about that? We'll go into health. Let's go into medical. I wrote y'all another scenario. All right. I'm just trying to tell you what bad credit can really do and how much these people are costing you. These collection agencies are costing you a lot, especially if they have the nerve to misrepresent what is on your credit report. And I'm sorry if my tapping on the desk is like causing a lot of noise. But this is why I tell y'all, the fact that they're coming after credit repair companies right now, this is a sign of the times. There is an all-out assault on the middle class, the lower middle class, and the poverty class. There's an all-out war. And I'm gonna say us, because I'm not upper middle. I'm not upper class, whatever the hell. Okay. Yeah, I be friend. I be trying to elbow into those groups, but they be looking at me like, what? I will tell you, I'll wait till I get my other channel, but I'm gonna tell y'all. This one time I was in this group of like really upper class Black people. They let me know real quick that I was not one of them. They start throwing out all this weird stuff that kids from the city, we don't do that stuff. We don't do that stuff. They threw it out there. They was like, yeah, you're not one of us. Go sit over there. So there's a concerted effort, no matter where you are, for people to let you know you can't get into this club. You can't do it. And like I said, a credit repair company gives you the key to get into those clubs and those places. And when I say club, I don't mean an actual club. I mean, your credit could be the thing that makes or breaks whether or not you get into certain communities, right? You guys know they're starting those, what are they called? I wrote a note about it. Because like I said, I'm getting ready for my other channel. So I was just, I was in here writing all over the place. Anyway, it's sideways. I can't see it. But anywho, let's say you got to get a medical procedure. Super expensive. Y'all all know about care credit. I know y'all do because just nearly every client that I get has a care credit collection on their credit report. So let's say you needed to get a medical procedure, but you've already had some issues with like medical collections or any other kind of collection on your credit report, right? Now you're not going to be able to get this damn surgery, or you're going to think twice about getting this surgery because you ain't got the money and you can't get approved for care credit because of your credit profile. Whether or not the information is accurate on your credit report, we're not even going to go that deep right now. The point is you can't finance it. Okay. They say 51% of adults in this country skip medical procedures because they cannot afford them and because they cannot get financing for them. So you mean to tell me that there's people out here literally missing out on life-saving surgeries because they have collection items that they maybe never disputed and they don't even know if they're reporting accurately. So that kept you from getting approved for that care credit. So now you got to walk around with a big ass lump on your shoulder. I shouldn't have said that. Okay, I'm sorry. Shouldn't have said that. But y'all see what I'm getting at. You see what I'm getting at. 51% of people. That means if I lined up 10 of my friends right now, 5.5 of them, so maybe the sixth person is just their knee or something that's bad, but 5.5 of my friends, if I line up all 10 of them, that means 5.5 of them are not undergoing a very important medical procedure because of the expense, because they know they're probably going to get denied if they fill out that care credit application. That to me sounds like pain and suffering. If we dispute your credit report and we find that any collections on there were reporting inaccurately, and we find that you have evidence that you were denied because of those collections, you can go to court with that. That is damages, pain and suffering. What if your illness is debilitating now? Let's go back. You can't work. You can't do nothing because you couldn't get approved to get that operation. You think credit repair is a game. You think it's just somebody sitting behind a desk like, oh, let me do dispute. Let me just say it's not mine. No, it's deeper than that. It's deeper than that. You know, what if you break your hand? You're a damn musician. You can't get that cast because you can't afford it. They're not going to finance it for you. Now you can't make money. Now you can't sit and play the guitar for your pretty little girlfriend. Now you can't do it, you know? Like I said, bad credit can cost you, and collection agencies that misrepresent your debt cost you. All right. I am here to bring clarity to this whole thing that's happening. All right. Bruh, y'all should see my notes. I'll be all over the place. Oh, man. So the point here is just stop thinking that this is a scam. That's all I'm trying to tell you. Now, are there some bad apples? Yes. I see some of my family is up in here. Okay. Listen, sister, if you're still here, we're going to talk about some bad characters. There's some people that pretend to be good, but when you look a little bit deeper, they're not so good. All right. Now, I would say your average credit repair person is not a bad person. They are not somebody that's trying to get one over on you. If anything, they're trying to get one over on a creditor or a collection agency. Right? That's what they're trying to do. But your average credit repair company, some of them are not operating above board. Let me be honest with y'all. It's true. Okay. Now, I was going to get specific, but you know what, Grace K, this is not the channel for it, girl. Because I was about to put, you know who, all up on blast, but I ain't saying nothing. I'm going to be quiet. But there's a lot of people that misrepresent themselves, right? They misrepresent themselves. Credit repair companies, some do, some don't. Whatever. Thank you, Joan. See, Joan understands the assignment, right? I have dropped literally at least 4 or 5 gems in the last 10 minutes. I know these are gems because y'all did not know this is what you can take these people to court for. I know you didn't know that. I know you didn't. Because when I found out, I was like, damn, I wasted a lot of time in my 20s. I could have been balling out of control after doing all these lawsuits. I could have been balling out of control, but no. Is working to get medical bills reduced a separate part of credit repair? That's really just a negotiation thing. That is something, John, that any consumer can do. So I always do that whenever I talk to people during our consultations. And anybody in the chat that's ever worked with me before, you can attest to this. When I talk to you on the phone, I am your biggest cheerleader. I'm your biggest advocate. I tell you, you need to go and dispute these things on your own, right? If you have purchased the $14.99 90-day rapid repair dispute letters, if you have purchase those. Or if you want to sit and write your own letter out, that's okay. The most important thing is to get the process started. Now, what I will tell you, like John, if you were to call me, I would say, hey, you could get that bill reduced. And depending on what your goal is for why you want to fix your credit, negotiating may be the best thing to do. Right? I had a client actually call me. She was a former client. And she called me the other day and we were talking about it. And she said, man, like, I don't know if I want to fight this thing and wake up a sleeping bear or if we should just let it fall off. I was like, sis, you need to just wait and let it to see if it's going to fall off, because the thing that was on her credit report, she could literally write a letter to the people she wants to get, because she was trying to get an apartment. And I told her, honestly speaking, most owners or properties, they'll work with you. You know what, John, let me answer your question and then I'll move on to my next point. But yeah, call and try to negotiate if you know that that's what you want to do, right? But it's not, it's part of credit repair, but that is something that I would encourage a client to do. I am not going to call and negotiate because I am not a debt negotiation company. Now, that is something that I could do. And what's funny is right across the parking lot here, because where my office is, I don't know if I told you guys, but I'm in a financial plaza. So literally, to the left of me, to the right of me, there's realtors. Across the parking lot, there's a debt settlement firm, right? So I'm literally in the Mecca. I'm home is what I am. That's what it is. Okay. But I would send you over to the debt settlement people and then they would talk to you about that. But it's nothing that you cannot call and do yourself. It's better if you do it as the actual individual that the debt belongs to, because they can see, okay, this person called in, they made the effort, they want to actually do better. And what's more, the medical provider wants their money. So yeah. But yes, it is part of credit repair, but not a part that I would do, because people have built multi-million-dollar businesses on what you're talking about. So even if that's something, I know you were kind of talking about the credit repair company thing, John, that could be a service that you could offer. But I don't know what the stipulations are to that, but it's something to look into. Me? I have played golf before. I used to be real bougie, y'all, and maybe I am still bougie in my own way. But I don't even like talking about it too much, but I was part of I even hesitate to call it a country club, but it was. So it was like this little country club thing in LA. And they used to play play golf. I went out there one time. I was just swinging like a fool. I said, you know what? I can't do this. On top of that, that was the club where all the Black people made me feel stupid, because they were like, yeah, don't you know about this and this and that? I'm like, no, fool. I went to school in Hawthorne. Like, what are you even talking about? I don't even know what you're talking about. Like, but yeah, I've played tennis. Definitely played golf. It was fun. Oh, you're talking to Joan. Well, hell, I just told you my whole life story. But that's the thing, Joan, you're preparing for it, because you're in the alien tribe and you know what's up. You know that you should be getting out there and playing golf. Do you understand? I'm about to be playing golf out here in this humid ass Virginia weather. Grace K, if you still here, hunty, tell the husband, we all need to get some golf clubs because we're going to be swinging. Okay. Because I will tell you the one thing I realized, and this is more directed at Grace, but I'm over here off of Timberlake. So the fact that this whole side of town is so different than downtown, homegirl, I'm probably going to move over to this side of town next year. I'm just saying, just putting it out there. I think this might be more my speed than downtown where I'm at. But golf courses, all that kind of stuff, like this is the best place to get into that, because life out here in Virginia is so cheap. So taking up golf would be super easy. And that's really a way to kind of catapult yourself into the upper class. Joan, as you're saying that, like, I get where you're coming from. And I just want to tell you that, because what I learned when I was at the country club in LA was that these are the things you have to do. You have to join associations. You have to go and volunteer. You have to get on the golf course, because a lot of times what happens in business is actually done and deals are made on the golf course, right? Especially if you're a pretty girl. Girl, please. Girl, please. You know, I decided to put a dress on today, y'all. Like, not trying to be funny. This isn't OnlyFans, but I put a dress on today. Do you know how many more people talk to me today than when I just be wearing my little stretch pants and my t-shirts? Playa. If I get out there on the golf course with a skirt and the proper shoes and a little visor with this fuzzy hair, please, please, Joan, you better keep doing that, girl. That's all I'm gonna say. The rest would be for my other channel. You know, John, it's probably good that you don't know what care credit is. But I know you're a veteran, right? So you wouldn't even know, because I would assume that you would be taken care of. But care credit is basically just like here, Joan's gonna tell you. So yeah, revolving line of credit for medical services. Yeah. Okay. She's still here, guys. Okay. So I'm a veteran. Yeah. So see, I be knowing my people. Said it before I even read it. I'll be knowing my tribe. Yeah. So see, you're covered. Yeah. I actually just found a Department of Veteran Affairs office not too far away from here. But it's like, y'all, everything's in the forest, or not the forest. I don't even know what you would call this area, but you could just be driving and then there's just trees and like grass and all kinds of stuff. And then all of a sudden you see a business and you're like, why is that business in the middle of the woods? Weird. But that's where I found the Department of Veterans Affairs. It was in the, like, literally in the, it was in the woods. Oh my God. Yeah, Timberlake is dope. I like it because it's very green, very pretty. Like, I've yet to see a hate to say it, but like, you know, well, you know where I live, Grace. And downtown is like, it's only like cool in that one little area that I live in, you know, that whole little stretch. But then it's like, once you get out of downtown, it's like, damn. All right, well, let me grab my gun. Well, I'm saying, Extreme, look, your girl wore a dress today, okay? I was out here trying to stunt. But also, it's very hot out here. It's like hot and humid. And then like 2 days ago, it was like, y'all, something on my screen. I keep thinking I got a booger in my nose, but it's on my actual computer screen. Here we go. Lie down. I can't be slipping that hard. Yeah. So look, I'm over here trying to be fancy, but I realized, yes, okay, you know, I'm gonna wear dresses now, and I'm gonna start playing golf. And yeah, it is what it is. Basically, yes, you did. Now, what time is it over there where you're at, Extreme? It has to be in the morning, right? Because I think last time we were on this time, it was like 3 a.m. where you are, or 4, something like that. I don't know. Yes, see, the tribe is connecting. Yes, yes. Oh, God, you know. I am going to let Miss Grace K answer that one. Oh, my Lord. Y'all are funny. John, that woman's husband will come after you. Grace, girl, you better say something. I'm going to leave it up there for a minute. Okay. So, y'all, let's talk about Mike the Credit Game. I know Joan is going to love this one because I've been kind of like, we were talking about it a little bit, right? And the cool thing is everybody doesn't really know who everybody is. So it's not that big of a deal, but Mike the Credit Game. Okay, so if you guys know who this guy is, if you follow credit repair channels, he is one of the big dogs that the government is coming over or coming after. So Mike the Credit Game, his name is Mike Rando, also Mike Singles, and Mike something else. Like, Mike has gone by a million gazillion names. Mike also has a criminal record. We do not judge here on this side of the planet, though, because half of the people in this chat probably been behind the wall. Y'all done have some handcuffs on you. So we don't judge for that, right? Now, Mike does have a criminal past, okay? Now, let me go ahead. Okay, Grace, girl, I was waiting because I was like, girl. Very much, okay? Very much, very much. Yes, and John, because John, I think you're older, right? So yeah, John, her mom is taken too. But, well, I'll let Grace elaborate on that. Oh, snap. But look, I could probably be like the little Kevin Samuels of credit and get like a matchmaking service going on, but only like really good people. Don't be trying to come up in here and like be devious to each other. Okay. Okay. So what are you saying here? That's how the military operates. Everything is in the woods, especially. Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. Talking about hot here, Poland. You can cut the thick. Wow. Oh wow, it's 5:20. Okay. So we must have been talking a lot earlier last time because yeah, you said it was like 3. Oh no, you said you get up at 3:30. It wasn't 3:30 at that time when we were on the live. Okay. So, Mike the credit game. Oh my God, you guys. So right now, Mike is under fire. So he is literally he's the guy, he does the Lambo credit. He has like a whole bunch of different credit repair products, credit repair or credit education, all this kind of stuff. Mike pulls in racks on racks on racks. I guess because we're here, let me share who he is with y'all because I think they actually might have taken down his channel. But you will know exactly who he is when I share my screen. So hold on. I'm going to share my screen really quick so you guys can see who he is. Okay. Because I know if you're in the credit repair space in any form or fashion, you have seen this guy because I saw him and I was like, oh my God, I want to be like Mike. Yeah. I actually thought that one day. I was like, damn. Homie is doing it way big. So I'm going to share the screen. It's going to look a little wacky for a second. Wait, Lord. This is where Credit Solutionist shows that she is not tech savvy. Okay, so can everybody see what is on the screen? I'm going to take extreme down. Okay. So this is Mike the credit game. Okay. Now, Mike the credit game was at least a perceived authority in the credit repair space. Now, what people did not know about Mike Rando was that Mike was running what would be called a scam in the sense that Mike was really working in a way that he was, how do I say it? He was pretty much, well, hell, he wasn't even working with the loopholes, y'all. He was just scamming. Okay. Now, what Mike was doing was one of the number one things that you cannot do in credit repair. Now, the FTC, I believe, is who is coming after him. So this is like the federal government. They have frozen his assets. They have filed a restraining order against him and all kinds of stuff. Now, what Mike did, and I believe what put him on the radar, was that Mike simply was in the public eye. He has a YouTube channel. So everything that he does is public because he gets so many views and he has so many subscribers and he made so many grandiose promises on his channel. He basically kind of put a spotlight on himself. And what happened with the credit game is a couple of things. Number one, he started having a lot of disgruntled customers. So the number one thing that Mike did, well, there was a lot of stuff he did before, but the biggest thing that Mike did that was incorrect was that Mike was charging customers before he performed any service. If you look at the rules and regs that we have to follow when it comes to the CROA, which is the Credit Repair Organizations Act, I am not at liberty to charge you before I render a service. So when I said that document preparation thing a while ago, I cannot charge you unless I'm giving you a service. So a lot of people are able to kind of work through this because whenever you sign up with a credit repair company, if I have to set you up in my software, there's a charge for that because remember, I pay for that software. Remember, me taking time to put you into my software, that takes time. I'm now working. I'm on the clock. I can charge you for that. However, I cannot charge you until that process is done, right? Anybody that's worked with me with credit repair in the chat right now can tell you, I cannot charge you for sending out letters until I show you proof that the letter was mailed. Okay. Now that's the difference. When you go work with me, I tell you, my contract says I have to charge you after services are rendered. Now the service is not credit repair. I do not charge you after your score drops or your score goes up. I charge you once I perform the service of document preparation. Okay. I'm very careful about that because I understand how that works. Now, what Mike Rando was doing was he was taking payment before any service was done at all. Okay, that was the number one thing that Mike did that was wrong. Now, the second thing that Mike did that was wrong, that was in violation of the Credit Repair Organizations Act, is Mike was making promises. Now, making a promise on the phone is completely different than making a promise publicly and in your advertising. And this is the issue that Mike had. Mike got a little too excited. He got slap happy. And what he did was, on all these videos that you see right here, is Mike started to say that he could give you certain results. We might have some Mike fans that dropped off, but hold on, guys. Okay, so that's basically what he did. So he is, on the surface, this appears that Mike is a scammer. So there was a lot of things that this guy did that are the reason that he's in hot water right now, and he's being sued. Now, Mike was also the victim of something else. Other people on YouTube started to report Mike. There was another YouTuber, I'm not going to say his name, but he made a concerted effort to literally post a video about Mike every single day. This guy even went so far as to find all of Mike's disgruntled clients and do videos with them. Now, the only thing about this guy that told on Mike that makes me uncomfortable is that this particular content creator that put Mike on blast every day, this guy, I can't say his name, but he doesn't even show his face. The person that told on Mike on social media does not even show his own face. Now, that I think is a little shady. So that's the only part where I feel bad for Mike, because I'm like, yo, somebody that wears a mask on their YouTube channel was part of the reason that you're going down. That's messed up. That's messed up, because we don't even know the identity of who that person is. But people just clung to that person because he was about drama. He was about promoting Mike's demise. Okay. I wish I had kind of put this in a better outline so I could make it more theatrical for y'all. But stories like this are why people think that credit repair is a scam. Mike just made a lot of missteps. The other thing that Mike would do is he would sell trade lines. So you know how I actually have a video about it where I talk about doing piggybacking. So you could be an authorized user on somebody's credit card. There is nothing illegal about that. Okay. What is illegal and what's kind of towing a fine line is if you make a business out of selling that service. Like if I tell y'all on my YouTube channel or on my website, hey, I'll put you on my credit card and I'll charge you $500. I'll do that. Okay. If I post that on my website, I'm probably going to go, I ain't going to go to jail. I'm probably just going to have to pay a fine. Right now, if you and I are just friends and I say, hey, all right, well, if you want to be on there, throw me a couple of dollars. Well, that's kind of an agreement between friends. That's an agreement between friends. That's completely different. But to promote it as a service, there's something wrong with that. Now, the case itself does go really deep, and I'm very intrigued by it. But I know you guys are not in the industry. You do not care about this. But I want you to see that these are some of the things that you want to look out for. So here's some red flags when it comes to a credit repair company. If you go to a website and it literally says, we will remove everything within 30 days. This is something that Mike used to promise. That is illegal because number one, we cannot promise you results, guaranteed results in 30 days. Nobody can do that because what is the result we're even guaranteeing you? What are we doing? The next thing is, if you hear the term credit sweep, that is a scam because what's happening and what Mike is being charged with is Mike would create or have his clients create false identity theft reports. And once you put that, you have the identity theft report that you go and file at the police station, that's a false police report, just so you know. So you go into jail too, client, if you do what he tells you to do. You're complicit in the scam. Okay. So he would have people go do a identity theft report. And then once you submit that to the credit bureaus, whatever bureau you want, because there's hundreds of them. It's not just Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. That's why this is pretty major, because he was defrauding a lot of companies. There are hundreds of credit reporting agencies. More on that in my course that I'm going to put together, because I'm tired of putting stuff out for free because YouTube ain't pushing it anyway. So he did that. Now that's defrauding all of these companies. So what happens in a clean sweep is you get your false police report, you give it to the bureau, they wipe everything clean. They say, okay, cool, we're going to wipe the slate clean. Now, when you wipe the slate clean, remember I told you Mike was selling trade lines. So you see how his business was like step by step, but everything was kind of scammy. So you get your clean credit report, nothing's on it. You have to buy those trade lines from him to build your credit, right? Because you got rid of everything because of the false police report. So there's so many layers to what they're getting Mike on. There are companies that do this. I am not one of them, but this is a pretty big thing in the credit repair space. All right. Huge. So these are just some of the things that Mike did. There's a lot of stuff paperwork wise that I want to talk about, but it's going to bore you to tears. But he's a mastermind, and the guy, well, okay, look, he has a record, okay? So I know that he's crafty, and he got creative, okay? He got creative, but I will say this, Mike made a lot of money. His wife was also in this scam with him. But here's the thing, I'm going to tell you straight up. I don't think Mike is going to do any jail time, because a lot of how he started his business, he purchased those trade lines from a company that was already functional and was already running. That company had complaints open with the FTC at the time that he purchased all of those trade lines and all of those clients from that company. So Mike could essentially say he could kind of throw it onto that other company too. Anyway, it's a lot, y'all. I don't want to confuse you, but it's an interesting case. Now, supposedly, Mike doesn't have any money. I don't believe that, but I also believe that Mike might have some habits. Okay? Because if you watch any of his videos, Mike seems like he's hopped up on something most of the time. So they're saying that when they try to freeze his assets, he has no assets. His companies, his businesses are cleaned out, furniture's gone, everything. He still has his Maserati. You know, his wife still has her car and everything too. There are multiple news reports out about this. So I know it might be boring you right now, but this is a big deal. This has made it to national news. It's a big deal. I care because I have a credit repair company. I am on YouTube promoting my services, much like Mike was. However, Mike came onto the scene about 2019. 2020 happened. Google was still allowing credit repair companies and channels to promote their videos and pay to get views. Mike did that. Mike paid to get his videos in front of you guys. That is why Mike was able to get so many clients. The other reason Mike was able to get so many clients was because he would not sit and go through the law with you like I do. Mike would give you the shiny, beautiful part of credit repair. He would make the promises and have no intention of keeping them. He had flashy cars. He was a fast talker. He had a nice background. He had all of the shiny, beautiful things that people want to see. And that's the part of the credit repair space that I don't like, because it's the luxury that you want. It's the, you want to see the material stuff. And this guy was in the American psyche. He knew what to do. And now he's being punished for it, which is insane. It's insane to me. Yes, he's shady, but also I already, just because I'm in the industry, I already knew something was off about him. Like I said, I could tell he likes the nose candy or something. And that's why I think he doesn't have assets, because he was probably snorting it all. But because I don't want to be taken down for libel or slander, this is all for entertainment. I am not speaking facts. I am speculating. Okay. But yeah, so this is what can happen. So in this industry, you don't want to be too big, and then you don't want to be too small, because if you're too big, people will try to cut you off at the knees. But I think that if Mike had set his situation up properly, he wouldn't be in the hot water that he's in. And like I said, I don't believe that Mike is going to go to jail. I do think that he's going to have to pay some fines. And I think that he's going to have to shut down his organizations, but I think he's going to be right back at it. Okay? Because people like shiny and flashy. People don't like a simple girl sitting in front or, sitting against a wall. Y'all don't like that. Y'all don't like that. I should have a Lambo, but it is what it is. It is what it is, because the people that are drawn to me are drawn to me. My little aliens. I love my aliens. And half of y'all are like, what is she talking about? But if you were on the last live, you know what I'm talking about. Because the aliens, y'all know, we in the Matrix. Mike was in the Matrix, and Mike knew exactly how to run it. He ran the game. He is the credit game. He will come back and live another day. Mark my words. All right. But I brought up his story because the FTC is trying to make an example out of us. They want us to see, oh, you're on YouTube and promoting? Okay, we're going to come and look for you. We're going to ask you for paperwork. That's what the FTC is doing right now. They're finding people that are promoting their products online. They're finding people that have large YouTube followings, and they're looking at the content we're creating, and then they're building cases on it. Do you know that an undercover officer is the reason that Mike got caught? Somebody called his company and pretended to be a client. Somebody from the FTC. Yep, that's how he got taken down. It was a sting operation. Read the case, guys. It's really interesting. It's intriguing. It really is. But this is part of the reason that we think that credit repair is a scam, because of guys like this, But yeah, they're making an example, and I'm here for it. I'm here to see it. I ain't no damn scammer, so I don't have much to worry about. So what I was getting at before, and I'll be open about it, because you know how I have the word FICO in my website. I was thinking, okay, FICO is a trademarked name. So if anything, I'll just have to change my website. If it ever came down to it. That's like the worst thing that I have, I think, is having FICO in my website. But that's not a scam. That's just using a name, right? Hey, girl. Okay, so we covered that already. Yes, y'all. Grace K is very much taken. And like we said, her mama is too. He said, I'm asking about your mama. 56. If any of you guys follow me on Instagram, I made the funniest little joke about old men getting veneers. Oh God, Grace, you're so bad. Oh my God, girl. Girl, don't get your mom in trouble. Hey, from Italy, noise. Dude, that's so crazy. So we got somebody from Poland and we got somebody from Italy. Y'all, this is so dope. Yo, my following is so small but so mighty. Yo, I got plants everywhere, all across the world. I love it. I am doing fantastic. Gezaili Lamin. I don't be knowing. Hey, Shondo, dude that I thought was older than he is. I remember saying that. Okay, who we got next? Mike is definitely gonna snitch. But here's the thing. When Mike set up his paperwork, when he purchased the trade lines from the defunct company, they tried to do some kind of weird loosey-goosey agreement that said that Mike was not going to be held responsible for anything negative that happened or something. It was just something you could tell they probably wrote it on a napkin and signed it. Like I said, when I read the case, it was very interesting because what Mike is doing is something that a lot of companies do. He's doing something that McDonald's has done. He's doing something that everybody does that goes into business. He basically has like 5 or 6 LLCs. And each one of them is kind of intertwined. So he basically has like what's called a holding company. So he has a holding company. And then, of course, all of the companies that are under are kind of like, I guess, subsidiaries, if for lack of a better term, but they're all connected, but they're all under this umbrella. So it's really just a way to kind of hide your assets and move things around and not be liable for certain things. So he kind of understood how to structure the business, but the issue is that each one of the businesses that Mike has is violating some type of law. He's either violating something from the FTC, he's violating the CROA, he's violating FCRA, he's violating the FTC, stuff in the FDCPA. He's also violating one that's really big, which is the telephone sales regulation or something like that. It's the TSR. He's violating that. So there, every single one of his companies has a violation going on. So that's how they're getting Mike. And the issue is that if a lot of you, well, some of y'all may know, but I'll just tell you, I also do auditing. So, yes, I am a person that is going to find out about you. I will find out your secrets. I will find out your finances. That is what I do. Now, I don't say that to be intimidating. I say that because when we're trained to look for certain things, we're trained to look for the flashy penny, because the guy that's the most shiny, we know he's doing something underhanded. And we literally just have to wait, sit and wait for him to slip up and do something. So because Mike made his company so public, you could tell something was going on, because if he is literally telling y'all in a YouTube video he could guarantee results, we already know if he's that brazen to do it online, he is even more crazy and probably saying even more stuff if you call him and talk to one of his customer service people, right? So it's literally just looking and listening. It's like, oh, hell, that's easy. That's an easy one, right? That's an easy catch right there. So that's what happened there. He just messed up by being on YouTube. That was really it. Because typically in the credit repair space, by the time somebody gets to me, they've already had not so good experiences with other credit repair companies. They come to me because whoever they worked with before did not work out. So people very rarely go and complain. They'll just stop working with the other, credit repair company, and they'll pick somebody else. That's what typically happens. So that's why I said I don't think it was the clients that did Mike in. I think they were part of it, but I think for the most part, it's because he had so much exposure. But he shot himself in the foot because he paid to get that traffic to his channel. He was paying to get himself advertised. He invested in his own demise and didn't even realize it. That's what happened. Okay, that's it. But he's one of the big dogs. He's popular in the space. Those that know the business know that something was wrong with him. There's a lot of quiet millionaires in the credit repair space, a lot. Which brings me to my next big dog that they're about to take down, Credit Repair Cloud. Now, I am not affiliated with them, but I almost was. Now, Credit Repair Cloud is essentially just a credit repair or credit, what do you call it, y'all? Sorry, it's a CRM. So it's a customer relationship manager. It's just a software. Okay. Now, I believe it's the FTC or the CFPB. It's one of the two. But one of the government organizations is trying to take down this software vendor. Do y'all understand, if they are able to take down Credit Repair Cloud, I would venture to say 80% of the credit repair industry is going to go under, because that particular software generates millions of dollars every single year. Now, I'm not going to put them on the screen because I don't want that smoke. And I've been to some of their events, and to me, they're a stand-up company. So I am not going to diss them. I'm not going to do it. Their service is a little expensive, in my opinion, but I will say they have made millionaires. Okay. Most of the advertisements that you see for credit repair on your Instagram, on your social media, those people work with Credit Repair Cloud. Okay. Now with CRC, Credit Repair Cloud, here's where they're getting them. Now with what Mike did, right? The actions of charging people before doing work, the actions of calling them and doing telemarketing and all this other stuff, they're coming after the software company for creating the engine that allows people to break the law. They are really coming after credit repair, y'all. They're not coming after the software company for violating the law. They're coming after them for allowing or providing the vehicle for companies to violate the law. That is shady, because Credit Repair Cloud is just a software. They cannot control if a credit repair company signs up for their service and then violates laws. They can't stop that. okay? Because there's so many different states and so many different statutes. You're responsible as the business owner for conducting your business properly. You cannot blame the scheduler or the software that your client logs into every month. You can't do that. But that is what they're doing right now. So, like I said, I'm intrigued by it because I like compliance. I like rules. I could sit and listen to lawyers talk all day. So I'm not going to break it down completely. But all it is, it would be like running into a store in your Ford Escape. Ford Escape. That's a car, right? Let's say you were in your Ford Escape and you rammed it through a McDonald's. That would be like suing Ford for your misdeed of running into the McDonald's, crashing into it. That would be like suing Ford because they gave you the car that you crashed into the restaurant. That would be like suing the tire manufacturer for providing the wheels that were on your car that ran into McDonald's. That is how stupid the CRC lawsuit is. That's how stupid it is. They're literally trying to blame this company for the bad behavior and creating the engine or the vehicle rather, that allowed these companies to be shady. I think that's so messed up. So messed up. And this is actually the part of the situation where I'm happy that I did not associate myself with CRC. And I may have to make this video private because I'm doing a lot of name dropping. But the reason that I'm glad I never did business with CRC is because now that they know that this software company allowed for these activities to happen, now they're subpoenaing every company that's registered with them. You'll remember a second ago, I said that this software has helped millionaires. It has helped people become millionaires. So do you know how many people in the credit repair industry are about to be subpoenaed to come in and probably have to testify or have to come in and be involved, or they're going to have their companies audited? Y'all, they're coming after the big dogs because they want to make an example. They want to make them an example. If they take them down, they are going to take down or attempt to single-handedly obliterate the credit repair industry. It's getting hot out here. It's getting hot. So I'm into this stuff. I understand it may not make a lot of sense right now, but I just think that it's so ridiculous. Yes, nose candy, Shondo, nose candy. We know Mike does the nose candy, okay? Because he be looking too hyped up in them videos. Credit is exciting, but it ain't that damn exciting. It's not. So, yeah, he was hopped up on something for sure. All his videos, you could tell he's a fast talker. But the thing is, when it comes to trying to get people's money, you have to talk fast. And, when I do my consultations, when you talk to me, I'm not trying to sell you a damn thing. You set up the call. I ain't got to sell you nothing. When we talk, I just want to hear your situation, because if I cannot provide a service to you, or if your expectations do not meet what I can do for you, I am very forthcoming with you, and I will tell you, you are not, or we are not the company for you. Like if you book a consultation with me, and I don't know if my girl's still here, but not my girl like that, y'all. I mean, my homegirl. If she's still here, she will tell you, when we had our consultation, I was like, okay, sweet. You bought the letters. Nice. What do you need help with? And then, she told me what she needed. And I said, oh, okay, cool. Well, these are things you could do yourself. That's the one thing I tell everybody that calls me. And it's not a marketing thing. It's literally, legally, I have to actually tell you that you could do it yourself. My contract has to say you can do credit repair yourself. As a matter of fact, y'all didn't even notice the CROA, the CROA regulation stipulates I even have to tell your ass where to get the free credit repair from. I have to give you an 800 number for a free nonprofit credit repair service. My contract has to have it in there. I have to give you the name of pretty much organizations that you can go to other than me. I have to attempt to send your business elsewhere. Where is the scam in credit repair? Tell me again. I have to legally tell you, hey, I can't charge you until I actually process the documents and send you proof. Hey, I actually, I can't call you unless you give me permission to call you. I can't text you unless you give me permission to text you. Hey, by the way, here's some resources where you can actually get this done for free. By the way, you can fix your credit yourself. I have to have all of those things in my credit repair contract with you. I'm not a scammer, baby. I tell you everything you need to know. It is literally up to you to cross the threshold. That's it. So like I said, that's where I think with Mike, he was good at it. He made you want to throw money at him before even understanding what his process was. Y'all could tell I talk a lot. If you call and you happen to get me on a consultation, I'm going to bore you to tears because I'm going to tell your ass. And I said your ass because now it's after 11 o'clock on the East Coast. So I can say ass. So I'm going to tell your ass, look, you don't have to work with me. Okay. It's okay. Like, I want you to win. So if you want to do it yourself, try it yourself. And then if you want help, come through. Like, I got you. If you want to work with me, I don't apply pressure. You know what I'm saying? We don't need sales that bad. No. Because it's your future. And I want you to make what's the word I'm looking for, y'all? But I want you to make the right decision. I want you to be informed. I want you to be secure and like confident in the decision that you're making by signing up with my company. Right? That's what I want. So I don't do that pushy sales stuff. No. Now I will put a link on a video. I will do that. Right. And y'all know I'm monetized now. You can super chat shit. But that's the most you're going to get from me. I'm not going to pressure you to ever buy anything from me. Please. I don't pressure people to be my friend. You do what you want to do. I want to see you win. That's it. But yeah, he ain't going to stop. And people are still going to buy what he's selling because Mike is able to tap into like this, some kind of carnal thing. He's able to tap into it. You know, most of my clients are more on the logical side, if I could say that, like they're more careful. They're not really impulsive. Mike he caters to the impulsive group. The people that can't wait 60 to 90 days to see results. He caters to that crowd. So whenever somebody books a call with me and they say, hey, I want you to do this in 30 days, I will literally tell you on the phone, or I'll even cancel the call. I won't even talk to you. And I'll send you an email and I'll say, hey, you said you want to get results in 30 days. Legally, I can't promise you any of that. So we may not be the right company for you. But thank you so much for like reaching out to us and looking to us for your credit repair needs. But we cannot provide you results in 30 days. I will tell you that. You can ask anybody that I've rejected as a client. I will tell you, no, I'm not going to do it. That's why when you book the call, I ask you those questions. I say, when do you expect to get your credit fixed? If you say 30 days, we're not talking on the phone. We're not. So that's what I said. It's not that deep for me. It's not that deep. I am not trying to end up like Mike Rando. I'm not. And I want you to get the results that you deserve. In 30 days, no, I would have to break the law to do that for you. Oh, glad you said that. So I be getting paid, y'all. I be getting paid. Don't trip. I be getting paid. Thank you, John. Beautiful segue. But here, I want y'all to know, whenever you see this on a video, do not let this be a reason that you click or you call. Do not. Okay. I'm going to keep it up here so y'all can study this. I'm going to keep it up here. Okay. I'm going to keep it up here. Because this is what gets a lot of y'all to call these people. This is what does it. I actually had to tape this because a little paper came off. This is what does it. All I got to do, you understand? I understand how to blow up my channel. All I got to do, put some stacks on stacks on stacks, or racks as they call them. All I got to do is put this shit on the screen and y'all be like, ah, she doing big things. Ah, yeah. Now I'm going to invest in the Credit Solutionist because I want to have a stack of hundreds too. That's what gets people in. I am not a salesperson. I understand that. I respect that that is not part of my personality. However, it doesn't mean that I don't know what I'm supposed to do. So when, like I said, anyway, when you see this on the screen, just know that I'm not talking to you. If you ever see a thumbnail with this on it, I'm not talking to you. All right. You're in the alien tribe. I'm not talking to you. I'm trying to get through to a certain demographic, and it ain't y'all. It's somebody else. It's somebody else. Because who gives a shit if I have a stack of money? Who cares? Who cares? What does it even mean? Hey, I don't know about my IG, man. Like, I don't know. What is my IG? You know what? Actually, just stay tuned. I'm gonna do my real channel. Because like I said, I want to have a channel where I can talk freely. Because there's so many people that are out here talking like real stuff now, finally. And I try to do it on this channel, but it's not fitting because this is a credit channel. So I can't like talk the real deal. I can't talk about the real things on this channel. You know, I can't. Place my money here. And my Credit Solutionist mug. There we go. You see that? And I've actually seen YouTubers do this. Let me take this off the screen. I've seen YouTubers sit there. Stacks on stacks on stacks. They get more views. They get more views. Here I am sitting in a damn office. You know what I'm saying? Nobody care about me. It's cool. It's cool. Never heard of CRC. Yeah, you wouldn't if you're not in the credit repair space. Like you would have to be a credit repair company owner to know about them. But because this isn't a hit piece, so I can show you guys who they are. But yeah, like I said, their software is amazing. Their software is hitting, bro. Like this. And honestly speaking, ain't nothing gonna happen to this dude either. Because honestly, Daniel Rosen, he's the CEO. He hasn't done anything illegal. It's just, like I said, it's just that he's provided the engine for people to do illegal activity. That is all it is. That's all. He hasn't done anything. He is not responsible for a business owner being a dipshit. He's not responsible for that. Okay? He's not. But he runs a fantastic organization. He runs a company that I got training from some of the people that you see here, right? These people that are on here that you see, everybody on these thumbnails, that is obviously not the CEO, but everybody on here has grossed over $1 million in their credit repair company. You know some of these faces, and if you don't, you will soon, because if you're in my, if you're subscribed to me, or if you check me out on social media, if you find me anywhere, you are now put into the algorithm. Matter of fact, Alien Tribe, if CRC comes up on your social media after this video, y'all better tell me, because I know we in the Matrix then. Because y'all have no reason to be subscribed to this person or for him to even show up on your feed. But like I said, you know, I've learned from a lot of these people. You know, I've met these people in person. Okay? Millionaires with legit companies. CRC is not going down. They're not going down. Okay? It's not going to happen. And I'm rooting for them. I am absolutely rooting for them, because I feel like the FTC and the CFPB and whoever else is lodging a complaint against this company is literally just doing it because they want to make a point. They are literally attacking the entrepreneur. They are attacking the small business owner. They are attacking the consumer that has bad credit and wants to fix it to fix their life. They are waging an attack on a certain class in America. And yes, it sounds deep because that's what it is. That's what it is. They're about to literally take the engine out of the car that is going to get y'all to where you need to go. Okay. Daniel Rosen found a way to make so many regular people rich. It's a travesty what they're trying to do to him right now. It's shady McGrady. I can't say the same thing about Mike. Now I hear Mike's tenacity he's doing and being a business owner after being a felon or whatever the hell he is. I give him props for that. But no, this dude has made so many people rich and has helped so many communities. Nah, I don't support what they're doing to him right now. So I'm gonna stop sharing the screen. I just had to make sure I said that out loud because that's not right. That's not right at all. But like I said, his service is a little too expensive. It's almost $200 a month, y'all. I ain't paying that. But that's the issue. If they're going after the software vendor, think about that. Okay, let's have a real conversation. Because if they're going to go after Credit Repair Cloud for providing a software service where people committed fraud or did bad things, who's suing Facebook for when people kill people on camera? Who's suing Facebook for that? Who is suing like Instagram for when people record crimes on camera and post them? Nobody. But Instagram and Facebook is still a vehicle where that person is showing you the crazy shit they're about to do, but nobody's coming after them. Crazy. Like I said, this is an attack on certain classes in America. Because this is a credit channel, I'm not going that deep into it. I'm not going to do it, but I see the writing on the wall. Why would you go after an entrepreneur in a country that is based on and founded on capitalism? They want people to start companies. Why would they start going after companies? Doesn't make sense. This man makes people rich. Bullshit. I hate it. Anyway, what will it mean for people who use their platforms? That's the whole thing, Tina Time. If you're still here, the whole thing is nobody's really sure because part of what I believe it's the CROA, part of what the Credit Repair Organizations Act says is that you cannot create I guess I have to say vehicle. That's the only word I can think of, but it's like you're not allowed to be in concert with somebody that's doing that, and you're not allowed to give them a vehicle to do it, to break the law. Okay, so you're not allowed to do it. Kind of like it with money laundering, right? If I were to use a shell company, like, you know, those restaurants or like laundromats that you see that never do business, it's like they're open, but you know that they're open because they're kind of a shell company that people are passing money through. So let's say the owner maybe didn't technically know that was happening, but they probably did. So the owner is kind of liable too, because they kind of participated because they created this little hub that they could pass the illegal money through. So that's what's happening with CRC. So they're guilty by association. So because you use their platform and they created this vehicle for you to break the law, they are now going to look at you and start to look at your business practices. That's what's happening in this particular case. Okay, so that's why I said they're very strategic about who they're going after. They're going after the social media guy. They're doing that to scare us. When I say us, I mean people like me that talk about our services online. They're going after us because they know Google will not promote us. So the only thing we have as a promotion tool and as a vehicle for advertising is to do a YouTube video, is to be live and sit here and actually talk to my clients or my potential clients one-on-one on a live stream. Right? They know that there's still a vehicle for me to make money. So they want me to see, hey, don't get too big for your britches, little girl, because we just got Mike Rando over here that advertises on YouTube. We just got him. So you sure you want to advertise your company on YouTube? You sure you want to try to skirt the system and do that? You sure? That's what it is. They're trying to make a statement. Okay. That's why I want y'all to understand. It's like, it's deeper. It's like, you don't start thinking like this until you go into business or until you kind of let go of some of your old ways of thinking, but I know what's going on right now. That's what it is. So they're getting the social media guy, Mike Rando. They're getting the software company to scare you. If you were thinking about starting a credit repair company, Credit Repair Cloud has such clout in the industry. They are the industry standard when it comes to software. They're dominating right now. So they're trying to basically look, they're saying, hey, look, we got your sacred cow here. You credit repair wannabes, all you people that want to start that look kind of gross what I'm doing, but you credit repair companies that want to start and you want to come get your little free month of service with Credit Repair Cloud and then, work with them. Think twice about doing that, because look, we're suing them. So you sure you want to start that business? You sure you want to be an entrepreneur? That's what's happening. Yes, I'm a conspiracy theorist, but I know what I'm talking about. So that's what it is. They're indirectly trying to take money out of their pocket, but they're also making an example of them. So Tina time, that's what it is. They're trying to scare you now because they are going to come after the people that are associated with them. But whatever those companies have done that's illegal under the Credit Repair Cloud system, that is not Credit Repair Cloud's fault. In every training you go to with them, everything, because I've done some of them, everything that they do, they tell you, you are responsible for checking with your state. That is your job. Okay? But that's what this is. So, girl, took you all around the world, Tina time, just to tell you that that's what it is. They're going to be coming after the people that are under that umbrella, okay? Because they're guilty by association. But each one of these credit repair companies is supposed to do things on the up and up, right? Your company is supposed to be set up properly before you even get onto CRC, right? So if you guys are dealing with CRC right now, it's up to you if you want to cancel your subscription with them. Doesn't matter at this point because the lawsuit, or the complaint rather, started way back in 2019. So if you've already been registered with them, you're already in the database. Okay. They've already subpoenaed all of their stuff. So right now, I think what they're doing is they're going into negotiations right now, mediation. Essentially, Credit Repair Cloud didn't do nothing. They're not going to be found guilty of nothing. They're going to settle, and that's it. And this guy has the money to do it. He has the money to do it because he knows the product that he gives is so good, right? It's a good product. I just don't have it because I'm cheap. Shit, that's it. But hell, I'm going to tell y'all, if I get to the point where I have more than, I would say if I have more than, I say like more than 150 clients at any given time, I'm not even going to break down the math for y'all, but that's a lot of money. And if I had 150 or more people that I was working with at any given time, I could not afford to not work with CRC. Because that's the company that big dogs use, okay? I would even venture to say Lexington Law probably messes with them or even thought about it. And Lexington Law got into some hot water too. So don't be thinking just because a company has the word law in it that they're doing things on the up and up. They not. Lexington Law actually had a complaint or a lawsuit against them too by the FTC because they were charging people before they did any work. It's getting deep out here. That's why I said, if you have a company that you're doing credit repair with and you can talk to the owner, hello, and you actually know where to find my ass, you're better off doing business with a company like mine. Because like I said, they getting the big dogs, y'all. They getting them. And back to the insurance thing. That's why I have insurance. That's why I have E&O insurance. That's why I have a bond. Because if I do something and it's financially harmful to you, baby, you're covered. That's the whole point. You're covered. There is no risk. There's no risk on your end. Okay. Now, what I will say, I don't provide full refunds, and I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not apologetic about that, because the thing is this: my time is my money. I can't get my time back. I can't get my time back for using my supplies and my software and going to the doing all the certified mail for you. I can't get that time back. Okay. So I do give partial refunds if I can't get you any results. I do that. When I first started, I even had somebody that slipped through the cracks. She knows who she is, but she slipped through the cracks completely. She got about $1,000 worth of service from me. She didn't pay me nothing. She paid me just to get started. That was it. And I'm not going to charge her. Legally, I could, but I'm not going to. For what? I'm not going to do that. It's not worth it. But my thing is this. It's like, I just hate that they're making this example out of people, and they're going after the most ridiculous companies or personalities, but I get what they're doing. They're playing chess right now. They playing chess, go after the big dog so you can scare everybody. They don't want y'all having little side businesses and stuff. They don't want y'all to even think about that. They don't want you doing that. Hey, I think that's my first one, bro. Oh my God, John. I wish I had a sound effect. Yay. Hey, that makes me so happy. Thank you so much, John. I'm going to cry. Now I got to go tell Erica I got my first super chat. I got my first super sticker. Oh my God. Wait, John, I just realized, is that your brain up there? Dude, hey, I love that you're like so open about that whole thing. This is John's brain on the screen, y'all. I know that that's what that is. That is very, very interesting. But y'all, be like John. Shoot, I'm up here working. I'm saying working for peanuts. But no, I'm bringing this information to you guys because I really do want you to understand that this attack, I don't know, I know attack is a strong word, but there's something at play here. They don't want us making money on our own. Like, they don't want us to have that kind of like financial independence type thing. They don't want that. And that's why I said, dude, like, oh man, it's so crazy. If they're even going after Lexington Law, and they have lawyers on their actual team, like the CEO of Lexington Law is an actual lawyer. It's like, I forget his name. It's like John something PLLC is like the official name of the company. But again, that's a holding company. And then Lexington Law is like a doing business as. But let that even go to show you guys too, if you start a business with an LLC, don't be thinking doing a DBA and all this other stuff is going to hold you harmless from certain things, because it's not. Because it is not. And definitely, I haven't checked anything, but like, hit the like if you haven't hit the like already. Because like I said, I want to go live more. I know I just be talking, but maybe, like I said, if I flash this, y'all will start to take me seriously. Y'all don't know. I probably got this off of Amazon. Yeah, come on now. It's kind of fun to play with though. But like I said, there's an effort right now just to keep the little guy down, and it's offensive. I think it's offensive. So yeah, there's a lot going on in the industry right now. Let me go back and see if I covered everything, because I think after the credit game, yeah, that was it. But yeah, so there's a lot of companies right now that they're coming after. I don't think that like mine would be even like a big enough deal to do that with, which is great. I'm not worried at the end of the day, but I just recognize these things because I want you guys to watch out. Takes about 6 minutes to get realistic change. Oh, 6 months. Okay, got you. I was like, girl, 6 minutes. I was like, wait, you've been working with Mike the Credit Game? Because 6 minutes of credit repair, that's something that he would promise. He'd be like, yeah, I'll get you in 6 minutes. Like, share, and subscribe. Get my Lambo package. That's what he would do. Okay, you know what? I'll share this with you guys because I doubt this guy is lurking in the shadows. But I'm gonna show you who the guy was that did he had a really big hand, I think, in exposing Mike. Because I was watching the videos every day because it was interesting. It was entertaining to see. Hold on. Oh shoot. I am so not trying to get what you call it. Ah shit. What is this thing doing? I'm going to show you, but this is why you got to watch who, you do have to watch what you do on social media, because there's always somebody lurking in the shadows. Like right now, I know out of the 11 people watching, one of y'all is lurking, a lurker, and probably going to go tell somebody about something. I'll be knowing. That's why I don't care what I say on here. So this is the person that was able to kind of commission a lot of Mike's clients that were dissatisfied. You see there, you see right here, he did this was like, some of his hit pieces that he put out about him. And what you'll notice though, is that the guy that's doing all of the reporting and telling on Mike, I understand why he did what he did, because he does want to, inform people. But do you notice something about him? He never shows his face. You guys, my thing is this: if you are going to throw somebody under the bus, I do think the least you could do is show your face if you're gonna do that, right? That's all I'm saying. I'm gonna turn the audio down, but that's all I'm saying. Like, if you're gonna throw a person under the bus, like how that would, I would be hurt, like if somebody was throwing me under the bus and like they didn't even show their face. You know what I mean? But that's what the guy did. And I thought, wow, like, I feel guilty because I'm watching the videos, but this is what the guy looked like. He would come on, and this is him. This is the guy that told on Mike. Right? He won't even show who he is, but he wants to ruin Mike's life. Shady McGrady, right? That's messed up. Because see, my thing is like, if I throw a person under the bus, you're going to see my face. You're going to see my face, right? You're going to see my face. All right, here we go. Mike's like, exactly. It's my money and I need it now. 877 cash now. You know what I'm saying? Damn, JG just got a free advertisement off of me. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Mike definitely catered to a specific type of client. I get that. There's a somebody for everybody. Hey, girl. Thank you, girl. That touched my heart. That touched my heart right there. Thank you, girl. And now I can see that tree up close. That's a very peculiar looking tree. Very peculiar palm tree. And just so you guys know, she's throwing an alien up on the screen. Hold on, y'all. I gotta, you know what I'm saying? Always be selling. Yeah. But yeah, so she put an alien there because at the end of the day, sometimes on this channel, I have a glitch and I start really talking like the person that I really am personally. And I start letting y'all know about the stuff that I see that is some BS. And I know that we're living in the Matrix, right now. I feel like a lot of us are getting played. And I feel like if we can't stand up, at least we could talk about it. At least we could recognize that there are other people that are like-minded out there that totally know that there's a game being played against us right now. Okay. I have a very strong feeling that right now they're doing a like a mental play on us right now. They're just seeing how weak they can make us and how, what's the word? Not disenfranchised, but they want to literally bum us out to the point that we don't try to do anything to better ourselves. That is what's happening right now in the credit repair space. They're trying to bum us out. I ain't going to stop. Hell, especially because I just got this lease for this business office. I really ain't about to stop. I'll be having to get up every day now, get out of my pajamas, stop working from home. I'm about to keep on pushing. Okay, you're saying too much on YouTube channel, shame for the gram, so they. I know, you're so right, and that's why I said I think, if anything, I'll probably take this video. Sorry, I'm kissing the mic. I'll probably take this video down at some point. I'll have to see what it does in about 2 days, and then I'll take it down and maybe shift it over somewhere else. Because because I do think some of the things I talk about, I do want them to be behind a paywall. Because I told you, I think I want us to be able to speak freely and openly about stuff and not have to worry about like infiltration from others. You know what I mean? It's just icky. Ugh. Yeah, girl, I took you all the way around the world. I'm sorry about that. But that's why you just have to be careful about like who you associate with in certain businesses, you know? And then sometimes pay attention to people's personal life too. Like if you know somebody's kind of shady in their personal life, you don't want to do business with them. And I don't know that, like I said, Mike or the guy from CRC are shady in their personal business. I don't know that. But the my whole point is as long as you make sure that your hands are clean, you know, when the feds come looking for you, you'll be okay. You'll be safe, right? So yeah, like I said, those of y'all that are in CRC though, they already got your information. I never, like I said, I never did business with them. I did go to, when I first got in the industry, I went to one of their events, and that's where I saw all the millionaires. And it's easy to get swept up in that, y'all, because like they had all these people on the stage because each one of their businesses had grossed over $1 million in CRC. Because what happens in that software is your client, the payments go through that system too. So CRC is able to monitor how much revenue your company actually makes because that's where they process the payments. They set you up with the payment processor, who is the merchant, and then you know all the back end stuff that you have to do. So that's why I said CRC is a one-stop shop for everything. Like you could literally build your whole business in CRC. So they had all these millionaires on stage, and I thought, wow, you could actually be a millionaire doing credit repair. That's insane. You know? And it's really cool. Like there's a chick that I met at that conference and she's so soft spoken. I had no idea that this girl was balling like she was. Like, oh my God, this girl is like something else. I'm not going to name drop, but the person she is in person, she's so quiet and like so unassuming. But when you actually see like how she's living, it's like, dang, wow, like this girl is a hustler, bro. Like I saw her climb. It was amazing. It was amazing. And I think she actually got on the millionaire stage the next year. I think there should be like a little flashing money thing at the bottom. Y'all, I kind of feel like a skeezer, like telling him how to give me money. Is that wrong? But yeah, there's like a little magic button. Oh, I see you found it. Okay. I'm gonna give you your props. Mm. Oh, never mind. I see it. Y'all, see, I be slow sometimes. Mm-hmm. Got you. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, I want to see the picture after that's done. Dude, that's so crazy. So it's the piece that's at the top there. That's it right there? And then is that right here? I wish I could like my finger could come around the front so I could put it in front of the picture. But where's your pineal gland? Can we see that in that picture? That's John's brain, guys, just so you know. That's John's actual x-ray of his brain. Can you see that? Because see, I thought that was like your pineal gland or something. Because you know we're supposed to decalcify those right now. So we're not supposed to be eating sugar and all that other stuff. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. You guys, this is my first stream where I ever got super chats. Oh my God, I could cry right now, but I don't want my mascara to run because then my eyes are going to start burning. So I can't do that. But thank you so much. Oh my God, I wish I had something to make noise. I have a rubber band. Thank you. Yeah, the dude with the mask is the one that's blowing up everybody's spot. So like I said, I'm only just thrown off by that a little bit. It's a little off-putting just because he will not expose his identity, but he wants to expose what other people are doing. I feel like if you're going to be that kind of person, you should at least do us a solid by showing us who you are. Because there's something more to why he won't show his face. You know what I'm saying? Like there's something there. Like how you going to tear up somebody's whole life Because see, this is the thing. I want y'all to understand, like, we don't have the power to destroy somebody's life. You don't have the power to do that. The reason I know this, unless you kill them or something, like, oh damn, I'm saying all the bad words, but unless you physically can do harm to them, you don't have that kind of power. The reason I know that is because cancel culture is like a big thing right now, but you cannot cancel the uncancelable, right? I have personally known some people that should totally be canceled right now, but they're not going to. No matter what is exposed about them, no matter how nefarious it is, no matter how many trustworthy people, I'm gonna take this off because I gotta, you know what I'm saying, I gotta represent real fast. But no matter how many people expose bad information about some people, if they're likable enough and if they have a big enough following, they are never gonna be canceled. It's just not gonna happen. Y'all be trying. Because this is one dude, and I'll drop his name because he'll probably never see my video anyway, and I'm not gonna talk shit. But that guy, Glendon Cameron, they tried to cancel him. Glendon ain't went nowhere yet. He been posting video day after day after day. They tried to cancel that fool because of some stupid stuff that he said or that he may or may not have done. But it's like, you can't cancel people when people like them, right? They're buying what he's selling. So it doesn't matter what you say about him. He ain't going to get canceled. And that's why I said what they're doing with Mike, they're making him an example right now, but he's coming back. Trust me. All he has to do is come back and be like, hey, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, you guys. I have seen the light. They took all my money. They took my cars. I don't have a Lambo anymore. I'm just like you. And people are going to eat it up. Mike is coming back. Trust me. Trust me. And then CRC, they're not going nowhere either. Because once they come back, you know, it's going to put too many people out of commission and like out of business to take CRC away. So that's why I know that software is not going anywhere. But there are some really good smaller companies. One that I use Dispute Fox. I love Dispute Fox because you can actually talk to the owner directly. And I love that. When I got that software and he called me to like set up my profile, I was so impressed. I loved the fact that I could talk to him. That was so freaking cool. Like, oh my God, you guys, to talk to like somebody that's really doing some stuff is amazing. Oh my God. Like, talking to an owner is amazing, especially because you can like talk to them and they will actually share information with you about stuff. Like I went to this store one time. It was kind of like, it's like a little discount store out in California. It's called, Grocery Outlet. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it. It's called, I'll put it in the chat, but it's called Grocery Outlet. And this place is so cool because they have all kinds of, can I show that? Yeah. So this place right here, I went to this store. I used to go to this store all the time because they had, they would sell like really cheap wines and, you know, name brand food for discount prices. And I was talking to I didn't even know he was the owner, but we were just talking about wine and stuff. And I'm like, oh, can you put that one in the box, yada, yada, yada. I was being a woman. I was like making him put the wine in the box for me, you know, because I can't carry nothing. But I was like, hey, like, you know, I was asking him questions about this and this and that. And what was interesting is I guess the stuff that I was asking him, it like something clicked in his head. He was like, why are you asking me all these questions? He was like, do you have a business? And I'm like, oh yeah, I do. I was like, yeah. And the cool thing is when you find another business owner, you start talking and you start bouncing ideas off of each other, or, you know, there's just like a different level, like extreme. I'm sure like when you talk to somebody else that's in the military, if you were standing next to somebody talking in the military, like if you were talking to my stepdad, because my stepdad is a retired Marine, if you were standing there talking to my stepdad, y'all would be talking a whole different language that I wouldn't even understand because you're on a whole different frequency. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. So I think it's really cool when you run into people like that. So I'm just saying all that to say, like, the smaller companies that are out here right now doing credit repair, doing the credit repair softwares, you know, the smaller merchants that will do business with us and allow us to take your payments and allow us to keep providing you a service. I love those people. I love those people and I don't mind paying them every single month to keep my business afloat. Okay. Even if there's a month where I'm in the red or something like that, I will still pay all of the people that own the systems that I use. I will pay them with glee. Okay. Don't, if I'm in the red, like don't show them this. Yeah. Like I said, don't let the smooth taste fool you. Okay. We do this for clicks and views. So, but yeah, if I'm in the red, I love the fact that if I call customer service, I'm talking directly to the owner. And if I'm not, the owner is literally right in the office next to the person that I'm talking to. I love it. Y'all do not want small business to go away. Trust me. So do not let them keep attacking us like they're doing. It's wrong. It's wrong, man. But yeah, he did really put him out there. And that was shady. That was shady, man. That was shady. So I don't know. Maybe he has a vendetta. I don't know. Hey girl, I saw your video yesterday or today. Yeah, no, yesterday. I was on your live yesterday. That's right. That's right. We communicated. Keep going, girlfriend. You better keep going. All right. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Dude, I don't mean to make light of it, but I think that that's very cool that you share that. I really do. I really do. Thank you, girl. I'm proud of you too. We're gonna have to do another live together. But you see, I like to stay up late. I know you be trying to go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? I'll be acting like I ain't got nothing to do. Hey, y'all, it be getting hot up in here though. We have to keep the AC on all the time because it's like 90 degrees out here. It gets hot. Yes. This is all I can do because I don't have the cool soundboard that all the other people do. So if you give me a super chat, you get a rubber band pull for now. Nope. Nobody can cancel him. And girl, he was online talking crazy the other day. I was like, oh Lord, he name dropping, talking about who he don't like and calling him the B word and everything. I was like, oh my God. Okay, sir, I'm gonna have to click off this video now. But he cannot be canceled. Okay, so I'm gonna just talk about that real quick and then I'll be done with it. But the reason you can't cancel people is because whenever somebody gets caught doing something nefarious or negative or evil, what it does is it confirms for other people that what they are doing in their own personal life isn't that bad. Okay? So I'm going to be real with y'all. I'm going to be very just I'm going to skim over this because I know some of his followers are watching me right now because they be lurking in the shadows. We see you. So anyway, there was a pastor. Some people have exposed some information about this pastor. Very trustworthy people have exposed him, by the way. I don't doubt nothing these people are saying. Now, it doesn't make me hate this man. It just makes me say, oh, okay, my bad. Probably shouldn't have been following you as much as I did. But here's the thing. Because he's created such a loyal following, no matter what he says or does or is exposed doing, no matter how nasty it is, no matter how I think that's all I want to say. But no matter how bad what this man does is exposed, his church is still full every Sunday. Every Sunday. People that publicly were affiliated with this man have publicly distanced themselves, myself included. People still don't believe it. They're like, nah, we need proof, man. We need proof. I'm like, hey, if you need proof, that's all I need to know, you know? But the point I'm making here is that once you've gotten into somebody's psyche so deep and you've tapped into that part of them where they'll buy whatever you're selling, whether you're selling your personality, you're selling a service, whatever it is. This man has sold a lifestyle to them, a way of life. Nothing that anybody exposes about this man is ever going to make people not follow him. Never. They're never going to give up on him. And I remember I was talking to somebody that's affiliated with him, and he's not anymore. He's not affiliated. He kind of distanced himself like I did. But he said, well, damn, now that I know he's out there doing all that crazy, nasty stuff, I don't feel so bad about mine. I don't feel so bad about the stuff that I do. That, my friends, is why cancel culture does not work. because the minute you find out that I'm doing something nasty and gross and you know that you've done it too, you like me more because now I'm just like you. So that's why cancel culture doesn't work. And that's why with Glendon, he ain't going nowhere because he's doing what a lot of people that listen to him either want to do or they've been doing. That's why he's not going nowhere. Okay? That's it. That's it. It makes you feel better about what you do. So I know how that works. You know, it's sad, but oh well, whatever. Yeah, I think so too. Extreme. That's what I think too. I think he might have been the person because I told you they had somebody actually come in and sneak. And you know what they'll do too? Just so you guys know, like there's like with a credit repair company, people are always coming after us from every angle. Okay. Like if you put they're called bandit signs, you know, those signs where you drive around the neighborhood and it says, we buy houses or just something random. It's like up on a telephone pole. You could tell somebody just stapled it up there. So if you have a credit repair company and you put one of those on a telephone pole, or you just put it in a random person's yard or something like that on the side of the road, they actually have like teams that will go out and they'll call the number on the bandit sign. They'll call the number to see if you're going to try to sell them something on the phone, or they'll call just to see who you are. And then sometimes it's just somebody from the city. They'll call you just so they can give you a citation for advertising without paying them. So on the credit repair level, there's people trying to come at us all at every angle. Because like I said, I'm not allowed to actually call you and offer you a service. That's why if we do the free consultation, we'll call you, but we're not selling you anything. We're just talking to you about your credit situation, right? Because you've already given us permission to call you when you gave us your phone number. So I'm never going to get caught up that way because the thing is, I already know how to set it up. You initiated the call. We're just following through with what you requested. Right. But I can't just call you out of the blue and say, hey, buy my service. That's illegal. I can't do that. But that's what Mike was doing. He was actually calling people and offering service and stuff. So a little insider. But yeah, I do think he was undercover. And I also think that somebody working in Mike's company was also probably an undercover. For sure. Yes, honey. Look. If I had I wish I had 2 rubber bands. Girl. Yes. Thank you. Yes. Bless you. Okay, bless you. You literally just bought me a martini at happy hour. No, I'm just kidding. You just paid for my software. But I so appreciate you. Oh my God, that is awesome. Y'all are making it rain tonight. What's tonight payday? I gotta come on Fridays more often. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get that Skrilla. You know what I'm saying? Life is expensive right now. And I'm going to be real with y'all. You don't have to be sitting here giving me your eyes, and you don't have to be sitting here throwing me your coin. So I 100% appreciate that, because I would have never thought somebody would throw me some change to talk. Seriously. And like I said, money is energy. I'm not lost on that. So I appreciate y'all. Everybody that's dropped something in the bucket tonight. Y'all are appreciated more than you know. This is my first live where I've gotten super chats. And like I said, I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to cry because I cannot have my mascara running. Okay. Yep. He going to come back and hit him with the okay. Thank you. Now we know, and I'm going to just say this and be done with it, but they gave Kobe the ultimate cancellation because I think that was planned. But way back in the day, they tried to cancel Kobe. Didn't happen. He came back better than ever. But like I said, the ultimate cancellation got him. Rest in peace. I think that was planned. Right? Hey, I be trying to work with what I got over here. You know what I'm saying? They don't make it easy for us small YouTubers. I got to find a thing that does sound effects or something. Okay, let's see. Veteran. Yeah. So see what I was saying about that language thing, even like John, you, Extreme, and my stepdad, if y'all all got into a conversation together, only you guys would understand what you're talking about. I already know, because sometimes my stepdad be saying stuff and I'm just like, bruh, no clue what you're talking about. But thank you for your time and your service. Veterans wear hat shirts, not too impressive. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, John, I hope you're still here. I have to tell you the funniest story or the funniest observation that I've made. And even my stepdad clowns about this. So sometimes you'll see these dudes, like they'll have their veteran cap on, right? I don't know if there's like a special name for it, but they'll have their veteran's cap on. And it's always a really old guy, like over the age of 60. And you'll talk to them and ask them like what war they were in and all this other kind of stuff. Kind of find out they got like a Purple Heart and they was only like out there for like a day or so. And they ended up having to get sent home. And you be like, dang, okay, like, bruh, I thought you was gonna tell me about all your bodies and everything. You mean you you got sent home after like a week? What? So my stepdad always kind of laughs about that because he knows some guys like that. And like I said, my stepdad did a lot of years, man. Like he retired from the Marine Corps, and he was in Vietnam, and I'm sure he did like other stuff too. But he's a decorated war vet, so he does kind of laugh when he meets those guys that are like that. It's like, what are you doing? Like, just turn the hat backwards. I don't know. That's so funny. Yeah, so we definitely got to get back on Mentor Shelley. We're gonna have some stuff to talk about for sure. For sure. And I'm not trying to diss the guys that wear the hats that didn't really do a long tour or anything, because I know that they take pride in what they did. And the thing is, I know I'm never going to enlist. Obviously I can't now because I think I'm too old for it. Y'all, I think the ghost of like a veteran past just came up in here because it's got like a really cold gust of air across my feet. That was bizarre. Okay, I must have offended somebody. Yeah, he's straightforward and saucy. That's true. But I've noticed, and I'm gonna have to get off of here in a minute. I'm not gone yet, y'all, so don't click off just because I said that. Don't be triggered. What I noticed about him is he has a very specific formula that he uses for every single one of his videos. He's an excellent storyteller. He's very good at his timing and his pauses when he speaks. The other thing is that he will, if I can remember correctly, like he'll start off, kind of with a nice intro that kind of gets you hooked. And then he'll promote his product or whatever class he's doing at that moment. He'll put it in there. And this really cool thing he's been doing, I'm not going to put it on blast, but I know it's a marketing thing that he does where he talks about how smart his viewers are. Now, see, when I do that, it's because I know that y'all are smart. But like the way he puts it in there is so genius. Like the way he did it, I'm like, oh my God, that's genius, bro. When you have a business, or like when you think about things from a marketing standpoint, when people say stuff, it clicks in your head. You're like, oh, you're selling me right now. Where a consumer doesn't know that they're being sold. But when I listen to his videos, it's like, oh my God, this is such good like copy. That he's a copywriter. Seriously, like he's an excellent copywriter. And as you listen to him, he's able to pull you in. Now, there's always a point of his videos where he loses me. I'm not going front. And it's probably where he loses most of y'all. When he starts getting into the nasty stuff, I'll be like, Glendon, Lord, bro, we talking about the economy. Why are we talking about? I'm like, why we got to talk about the other stuff? Brother, what you doing? Like, damn it. But he does that in every video. He does, his intro, his product, the topic. Then he talks about something kind of nasty, and then he closes out. So I've noticed it, but like I said, it pulls you in because he's a smart guy. I can't take that away from him, regardless of whatever people think he's done. He's a smart guy. So it is what it is. Ayo, where you been? Or shit, maybe I've not been around on certain platforms. But are you posting videos? I mean, what's going on, Louis the Fixer? Where you been, man? Shoot. You're supposed to have like 50,000 videos right now. You know what I'm saying? Where you been? But go check out Louis the Fixer. If I remember correctly, you be talking about credit too. So go to his credit channel, y'all. I love when other content creators come through. Mentor Shelly, as y'all know, is an HR consultant. So definitely check out her channel as well. We're all about promoting people here. All right. Yep. From PBT. That's right. I'm pretty sure PBT is on right now. Hey. Yes. I gotta start dropping links too, and stuff. But anyway, we'll close out the comments here and then we'll take off. Who is this Mike you're talking about? We'll have to get in depth offline about it, Shelly, but it's basically a credit YouTuber who also had a credit repair company and a credit education company and a trade line company. And he basically he had a company for everything in credit repair that you could possibly think of. And he's now possibly either going to have to pay a lot of hefty fines or he's going to go to jail. But I don't think he's going to go to jail. I think he's just going to have to be, he's going to have to pay fines and he's going to get a major slap on the wrist because this is white collar crime. This is not something that's that major. It's really not. It sucks because maybe some people were inconvenienced by the services that he did or did not provide. But also, I think a lot of those people were a victim of the quick, fast, and in a hurry. They wanted quick results. This company promised them quick results, and then they didn't get what they thought that they were going to get. And yeah, so his name is Mike the Credit Game. You could look him up. Girl, I did a whole dissertation or whatever you want to call it, but I did a whole case study on him, and I actually think you would be interested in it. Just based on the specifics of the case, I think you would be very interested in it. I wasn't even able to get into it as much as I wanted to because there's so many layers to it that are entertaining to me, but they would bore the crowd to tears over here. Okay. But yeah, he's just a credit YouTuber that messed up really bad. Yep. Be careful who you piss off. So true. So true. So it's times like this where I'm like, I'm kind of glad I'm like a smaller YouTuber because it's just like, oh my God, I'm not on anybody's radar. I don't think there would be no reason to be. And like I said, I in this case, I'm only spitting facts about what I see, and everything that I've told you guys tonight is literally in the complaint. If you go to the FTC website, you will see what CRC is being accused of. You will see what Mike the Credit Game is being accused of. You can also view the restraining order that the FTC filed against Mike the Credit Game and his wife. You can see all of that. Okay, so this is all public knowledge. And if there's anything else that you guys ever want to know about how credit repair works, the legalities of it, it's all public knowledge. If you go to the FTC website, everything is there. Your rights as a consumer, my rights as a credit repair owner, how I'm supposed to conduct business, everything is public knowledge. So the whole title of this video was, is credit repair a scam? And I'm going to say what I said at the beginning. It depends on who you ask, and it depends on where you live. Okay? Another YouTuber actually said they was going to start a credit repair company in Georgia. I hope he don't do it. Or at least I hope he does it the right way as a nonprofit. Because they're going to try to come after him again and try to cancel him. If he does it the wrong way. So I hope he doesn't. Bruh. But here's my thing too. Stop trying to cancel people that are bold enough to get up here on the damn camera. Because it's like, if you're not bold enough to like get yourself on camera and show your face, who are you? And I don't mean that in a mean way. It's like, who are you? Like, who are you even? My thing is, if you're going to diss somebody, come on camera and do it. You know, how many people are really going to sit up here on a Friday night when you could be Netflixing and chilling and sit up here and go through case studies like I did? Who going to do that? Ain't nobody going to do that. You know? Oh, wait, let me read this. Purple Heart is known as the I forgot. Wow. Now, see, John, if I said that, they'd come over here and chop my head off and put it on the internet, okay? I can't be talking like that, especially not in Virginia. I would not dare say anything like that. But yeah, I mean, and this little guy is so funny. My stepdad clowns him all the time. And him and my mom, like if you get my mom and my stepdad, oh my God, when they're together, dude, they be clowning like crazy. And the little man that has the medal, he even requested me on Facebook. I don't know him. He knows my stepdad and my mom. I've never met that man in my life. I'm like, sir, why are you trying to request me on Facebook? I don't know you. and you're wearing that hat and that suit. And sir, no, you went home after 2 weeks. Yeah, he's very methodical. So I think there's something to learn from him for sure. Very methodical. And it's funny because I know that I'm being sold to when I listen to him. But I don't mind. I don't mind, which is weird. So some people get it, some people don't. You know, some people are offended when they know that they're being marketed to. I'm not offended. I love it because it's up to me if I'm going to fall for it or not, right? It's up to me, you know? And that guy Diamond Dave had a great live last night talking about that. If y'all, he gonna be like, I don't even know you, girl. Like, why are you showing my name on your channel? But let me see. Can I put it? Oh no, my thing's not. I think I lost my signal. It's not letting me type anymore. But he had a great live about selling. Oh God, it was so good. Like he pulled me in. He's a really good, he's not necessarily marketing, but Diamond Dave is awesome. Like he has that no nonsense kind of attitude about him. And I like that about him. I was like, dang, I want to meet him in person because I feel like he would tell me all about myself. And I would love it. I love people like that. What's in I have been working in real life? Oh, you've been working in real life? Well, I hope so. Okay, I've been working in real life. Got you. Got you. Well, come on YouTube. Should we want to see you, man? Oh, and like I said, thank you guys again for the super chats. I really do appreciate that. Like, y'all have no idea. I'm about to be floating as I drive home tonight, and I'm going to try not to hit any deer. I already told y'all I see a dead deer on the side of the road like every day. But I'm going to be on cloud 9 driving home right now. I really am. And since y'all are still here, I'm going to just let y'all know. Y'all, this is play money, okay? And I don't mean play money like I'm about to go play at the spa. It's play money. So if you see anybody with this online, I just want you to know, most people ain't going to stick around on this video to even see this part, but this is play money, just so you guys know. It's not real money. But like I said, it's a marketing tool. So it is what it is. Hey. Bro, all the game is at as kind of like in the middle of the video. I just kind of talked about why credit repair is not a scam if you work with the right company. And I also just talked about how, you know, the government is really just they're trying to keep a lot of us down right now. They really are. You know, a lot happening right now. And I did not follow my outline that I created. So, but what's new? That's so mean. Y'all don't be walking around using that with your comrades. Yep, we sure do. I appreciate everybody that stopped by. Seriously, I really, really do. Because it's going to help me keep going and get better as I go. Like, I can't get better if I don't keep doing it, you know? And y'all be rocking with me because I know I'll be I go all over the place. And some of y'all stick around. Some people are like, I can't. And I understand because sometimes I can't either. Like Extreme told me he can't with me, but he can with other people. I'm offended. I didn't forget you said that, sir. All right, I'm gonna finish out these comments. Not in Georgia. Can't be doing no credit repair in Georgia, but it's a lot of people doing it. And I'm not even in Georgia. And I was thinking, I got to read up on it, but I was thinking, even though I don't live there, it's like, okay, could I take a client in Georgia? And I was thinking, the only way that would be a yes would be because I don't live there and my company is not registered there. But it's a no because if I'm conducting business in Georgia, I probably have to register an LLC and just be a foreign owner or a foreign entity doing business in Georgia. So even so, if I do have to register with the state to do business there, it's going to be illegal. It's going to be illegal. So gotta think about this, you know? And I mean, honestly, it's one state out of 50, or like there might be another one out there we can't do credit repair, but Georgia's the big one that we know we can't do it. So why even, the money's not that important. I would never do that. But they can definitely buy my products. That's the thing. You can always buy credit repair products, but I cannot outright sell you credit repair. Nope. The minute somebody say they in Georgia, click. I don't click, but I just, I'll be letting them know. Can't work with you. You mean like when I was talking about my stepdad, or are you talking about I forgot to duck? Very much so. Very much so. You say for me on Facebook, not request. You need to be hip. Oh, is that me? Hey, here's the thing. I'm not going to say I'm a geezer, but I'm a lot older than I look. I'm going to just say that. I will say that. Okay. Definitely older than I look. So sometimes I say stuff and it's just, I'm not hip. Like I'm really not up to snuff with a lot of stuff. Y'all, I live in Central Virginia. Like I'm not hip. I'm in Central Virginia. Like I said, the most exciting part of my day is literally driving to the office and like watching to see if there's deer on the side of the road. That's it. That's about it. Hey, Y Crew. Hey, if you are still here, because I'm sure you put that in a minute. Oh no, you just got here. Okay. I'ma holla at you. I got you. I saw that thing. Yeah. Yeah, we'll talk. Princess Anna and jean jackets. Yes, hunty. Yes. And I didn't wear heels today because I'm already pretty tall, but I wear these sandals. Y'all know it's getting late because I'm getting too comfortable with y'all. But I wear these sandals with it because I feel like I'm so matchy. But yeah, I'm very cheap, y'all. This whole outfit I think probably cost me like $30, maybe. But I would wear heels. Just out here, I don't really feel the need to. If I go down to Virginia Beach or like DC or something, then I'll wear heels. But here, I would be so out of place. And I think I'm like 5'7.5". So I would be like 6 feet. Big hair, big heels. I don't know if they're ready for that. I just don't know. Okay, got you. Nice. And I'll talk about it on another live, or maybe if I go on my other page. But I was thinking, I'll talk to Mentor Shelly about this a little bit, but I think I might be making some changes to the channel as far as the name goes, because I do have a feeling like I said, the landscape is changing right now. And I'm noticing a lot of people in finance are using their names. They're not using, cute little aliases anymore. So yeah. Hey, I don't want to be floating like that. I'm not trying to float and meet the Lord. No way. I want to be floating on happy vibes and stuff. Yes, Joan, please go play golf this weekend. Please do, girl. Please do. And if I do, I'm going to put it on my social media because I want people to think I'm fancy. If they have an address in GA, it's not legal. I cannot help my little sis because of that. And it sucks to tell them no. It's like, dang, dude, like they got Georgia, like You know what I'm saying? They got them under lock and key. That's what they're trying to do to the rest of the industry. That's why I said, y'all, like, do not contribute to that whole credit repair is a scam. No, you just ran into the wrong company. That's what it is, right? I'm sure we've all dated somebody that wasn't who they said they was on the surface. You live and you learn, right? You don't have to go into the streets and tell everybody they a scam and they're not who they said they was. You don't have to do that. You just let them move on, do what they do, and you move on with your life, right? And there's always going to be bad players, in every industry. It just is what it is. It's the nature of the beast. It is what it is. Oh, yeah. Well, never mind. Don't play then. No, we're not holding any grudges. But all right, since you can with me, then I guess we'll start at square one. It's fine. Hey, but I know I'd be ruffling feathers on my little community wall, but that's what it's there for. So you guys can actually kind of get a taste of what my pretty is, I have a bit of a sarcastic sense of humor. Some people don't like that, and I'm very like direct and to the point with a lot of stuff. And I'm not gonna front. I have lost friends because of that. And I've definitely lost boyfriends because of that. You can't be too real with people sometimes. Like, they don't like that shit. Sometimes they want you to be fake. Oh, I think, okay, if that was for me, Luis, I think I told you I'm 5'7" or 5'7.5". I'm not 5'8". I always try to say I'm 5'8", and the doctor looks at me like, you're stupid. You're not 5'8". You're 5'7.5". Simmer down. I'm like, oh, okay. All right, then. Oh. Yeah, you need to hurry up and get back. Get back from Poland. I'm here. Okie dokie dokie dokie. Like I said, White Crew, we'll have to chat a little bit more. Because I think, like I said, I think you're on your way. I think you're gonna find your tribe, Miss Lady. And I am rooting for you. And any way I can help anybody that's looking for their own tribe, I hope to do that. You were not here when I talked about it, I don't think, but I'm gonna start another channel. I'm not necessarily starting that channel to get views or to push any kind of business. I need a place where I can literally just speak. I will try not to use buzzwords, but I need a space where I can just be myself, be as much of myself as I possibly can. I do it in my business, but like I said, because I work with so many different people, I don't know who I'm offending. I don't want to offend people. So I at least want you to know, if you come to my channel, the other channel, I want you to know what you're going to get. And I want you to know you can say almost anything. We're not going to use derogatory terms and things on that channel, but we're going to speak about some things that maybe the general population doesn't want to talk about because they're a little scared, right? Oh, Mentor Shelly, I promise you, I seriously think that Google has it out for us right now. I'm not sure when you popped into the video, but like I said, I do think because of what's happening with Google, the certain people that have credit in their name, it's not going to be good. Remember, like the credit game has the name The Credit Game in his name. I'm the credit solutionist. Like, believe me, they're lining up an attack right now. Okay, they're lining it up right now. That's what this is. I'm not saying they're going to come after me. I'm just saying that the word credit in your title, it's going to start to have a connotation, because remember, Google doesn't let us advertise. I cannot ever push, like if I want to promote a video and get it to like the front page, I could do that back in 2020 or 2019. I could do that in 2019. But in 2020, Google literally is like, no, they smack my butt down. So, so I know that just the credit thing is kind of frowned upon with Google right now. So it's just like, dude. And like I said, on Yelp, you can't even say you're a credit repair company. You have to actually say, like you're a debt resolution company. Like there's a certain way you have to say it. So it's a little bit of Big Brother going on right now. They're trying to change the way you say things, and the language is changing. You know what I'm saying? The thought police are here. You know, we know they're here. They're changing how I market. I can't even market the way I want to. But the beauty is where I am now, where I live, you can advertise just about anything in this area. Shoot. And I think there's only like 2 credit repair companies in my town. So, well, that's nice. That's dope. That's really cool. You guys know I went to space camp. We'll talk about that another day. But I was a nerd. Like when I was a kid, I was a straight up dork. So yeah, NASA, love it. Okay. Good luck, Luis. It's been a long one. I gotta start doing shorter lives, y'all. I can't be up here 3 hours. The other channel, well, this one I don't know what I'm gonna change it to, but the other channel I already have it, and I've already posted videos there. I just made them private because I don't want anybody like sneaking up and seeing them just yet. Give it to you straight, girl. You gonna be fine. I ain't even got to give you nothing straight. You okay? Your situation is not as crazy as you think it is. You just have to step out on faith. That's all it is. That is all it is. All right. So I think we're at the bottom, y'all. Hey. Yes, they are. Go if you haven't. I'm sure you have already checked it out, Luis. But the FTC, the website, man, they got everything on there. Phew. I'm gonna read up on some more stuff this weekend, just because I love reading this stuff. It's like, oh, so good. But that's me, y'all. I like that kind of junk. I understand. I didn't know. Yeah, they restrict us terribly. Like I said, we'll have to talk about it offline. I'm sure even Erica knows, but yeah, like when we try to promote, like I said, I have my inbox is full. Every time I try to say, hey, promote this Google or promote this YouTube, I get an email literally like an hour later that says, no, your ad is disapproved because it's a credit repair channel. You cannot promote your channel. So that's what they do, you know. But I think Facebook is still okay. Instagram, I can still advertise. TikTok, of course. All of these things. So I can still pay to play in other platforms, but this one, which is like a very powerful tool, no, Google is not having it. So yeah. And yes, I am. Yes, I am. But not like a Star Wars nerd or anything like that. I like outer space and stuff like that. I'm still intrigued by it. And I actually wanted to go to adult space camp. Yeah. And I think I'm still going to do that at some point because I had a really great experience at space camp as a kid. So it was fun. Yeah. So guys, thank you all so much for like hanging out with me and super chatting me and all this other stuff. And before I leave, I'm not asking for your money, but there is this really cool feature now. And I think I'm gonna see it. Hold on. Okay, just rock with me, y'all. I'm gonna see if I can show it to you. Because I don't think a lot of y'all even knew that this existed. Let me find somebody that's monetized because I want to show y'all. I don't even think anybody knows that this thing exists. Okay, let me show you. So YouTube, even though they don't push credit channels, if people find us or find any channel that they like, you literally have it to where you can leave a person money or a tip to say thank you on their actual video. So it's not like super chatting, like you know how you leave the money like when we're talking live. Okay, that's one thing. But then YouTube went and created this button right here. I don't know if y'all can see me. Dang it, I don't think you can. You see my mouse moving? So the thanks button. So if you happen to like this dude's video, this is a credit plug. If you like his video, you could click thanks and leave this dude a tip on his actual uploaded video. Y'all. So see, when YouTube takes away, they try to give us a little something, which is nice, but they don't be promoting it to people. They be wanting us to promote it. So I'm gonna tell y'all, there's a thank you button. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So I think, I'm thankful for YouTube for doing stuff like that. But yeah, so if you have a content creator that you like and you can't ever catch them live or they never go live, YouTube is making that like something you could do for them. So yeah, shit. I'm not saying do it for me. I'm just saying it's there and that's pretty dope. So I ain't gonna front. I was happy when I saw that. Like, oh, okay. So yeah, because some of my favorite YouTubers hardly ever go live. Yes, girl. We're going to get that thank you button working, girl. Don't even trip. All right, y'all. Anyway, I may or may not be back this weekend. I'm not really sure. We'll see. But in a nutshell, credit repair is not a scam. I am not a scammer. My thing is this. It depends on who you talk to. Depends on who you work with. Oh, you look. I've been on this thing a long time. I am logging off. Okay. I'm gone. But no, like I said, it's not a scam. Yes, you can do it yourself. Yes, you can do it for free. But there is nothing wrong with paying somebody to do the work if it allows you to go off and live your life and just chill while somebody else is doing the work for you. There is nothing wrong with that. All right. We are an industry of choice. You choose to do business with us. You choose to do business with me. And for that reason, I thank you sincerely. All right. And I will do everything I can to get you squared away. All right. So why would YouTube start sending me viewers right now? I'm done. My butt hurts. I got to go. I've been sitting down for 3 hours talking to y'all and I love you so much. Thank you for your super chats. Thank you for your eyes and ears. I appreciate you. Thank you to the alien tribe that knows we're in the Matrix. And thank you for dropping diamonds when you heard Jules tonight. Yes, ma'am. And you and I will be talking very soon. All right. I will see you guys on the next live. Credit Solutionist out.